Nice.
So sorry, pastel, like the chalks. Yeah. So again, it was using, I think it was using probably the large set, can't remember now, might be the medium one actually. And then I've literally just done 3 houses or 3 shapes side by side, but made it into one large villa. Added in the steps, there is an oval shape there that you can have a little window up there, and then literally coloured in with just pastels.
Yeah.
So, and this on the brown paper I think looks quite nice. And then I've done another one here.
Oh wow, look at this one.
And this is all done with, again, polychromos. But of course you're doing it over the brown, which I think adds a bit to it as opposed to over the white.
That gives you a completely different feel.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives it more of a rustic.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
And again, this is what I meant when I said earlier about adding in your little bits of foliage. You can just draw those in. There's nothing to stop you, of course, masking and stamping.
Yeah, yeah.
So
absolutely.
if you've got some stamps of a nice palm tree or something, or whatever you like really, some clouds, you can mask this out because you only need to trace off.
In the last minute, I can't believe this has disappeared so quickly. I'm so sorry to cut you off there, but you can see what you can create here, can't you? And you know, watch this show on rewind as well and see those step by steps again. We'll quickly go to the website again because we'll give you a reminder of 1 or 2 items. It's been exceptionally busy, as I say, across the board. There we are. All of the products on the show are there. Go for that collection of the templates if you want to. You can go for the individuals as well. Don't forget we've got the grey board as well. We've lost stock left, right and centre here. Di, very quickly, have you any idea when you're back again?
January.
Oh, no.
January the 1st.
Oh, well, you know what I'm going to say then, don't you? Have a lovely Christmas and
Thank
a
you.
very, very Happy New Year to you.
And you, thank you.
Oh, we need to see you more often than that. It's been wonderful, though. Make the most of Di, whatever she's here. Check those baskets out. Don't miss out on anything. Thank you for joining us, but don't go anywhere. Loads more to come. In fact, it's that weekender again, isn't it? Do not miss out on this. Stamps by me with Toni and TERESA. Then we're getting groovy with the lovely Tina Cox. Over on Craft Extra, it's Tonic. Hello everyone, we've got another fabulous deal of the day for you today. Grab this one quickly. Look what we've got here. We've got the Sizzix glue gun. This is absolutely fantastic. You've got your UK plug on there, but you've got your adapter if you want to make that work for the USA, of course. There you can see that at the bottom. A great price on this at £9.44 if you're in the club. Now you've got the on-off switch as well, which I really, really like. So, you know, sometimes with the glue guns, we prefer to turn them off rather than leave them on constantly. This one takes 7mm glue stick, which you can buy very, very easily. It's got a beautiful fine nozzle on there as well. All in all, it's a fantastic tool. 181297 is the item number. Yeah, that club price, saving £4.55. This is available, hopefully, until midnight tonight, but I've got to say, I can see the stock dwindling on this one very, very quickly. It may run out before that, so grab it now. Check those baskets out. Don't miss out on such a fabulous tool. It's amazing.
You get the goodies, I'll get the door.
Okay.
Hello, Create and Craft Delivery.
Wow, this is the biggest order I've ever seen.
Haven't you heard? If you order anything from Create and Craft now, it's a cap P&P of $3.95 per order.
Cap P&P of only $3.95 for all of this?
Yes, it doesn't matter what you order or how many different items you buy.
What, even the really heavy stuff like this?
Yes, sewing machines, die cutting machines, everything in the van.
Oh, there we go. That's the last of it.
I don't think they're at home. We'll have to come back later. I'll warm up the van.
Oh, hi! Fancy a cuppa?
Oh yes, that'll be lovely. Chop, chop, Dan.
Order 2 or more items from Create and Craft and we'll cap your postage at just $3.95, no matter how many different items you buy. Shopping at Create and Craft just got even better. Roll up, roll up. For more crafting on Craft Extra, read all about it. For more inspiration from your favourite crafting brands, tune into the red button on Freeview 85, Sky 673, and FreeSat 817 and YouTube to watch us on Craft Extra. Every weekday at 10 a.m, 11 a.m, 1 p.m, and 2 p.m, you will find 4 dedicated live shows. Craft Extra, for your extra dose of crafting.
Good afternoon, everyone. I always have to look at the clock as we hit 12 because I'm thinking, are we still morning? Are we still afternoon? We're into the afternoon, and it's lovely to have your company here on Create and Craft, and it's lovely to have the company of TERESA and Toni.
The dynamic duo.
I know. I feel like a thorn between two roses. What a show this is going to be, full of inspiration, full of demonstrations, and the chance to win a cruise. I know.
So awesome.
How exciting is
Have you ever
that?
seen anything like that before?
Never. I'm just wishing I was at home buying myself right now. But clearly I can't. But you guys can. But can we first of all talk about the collaboration between you two? Because this is just absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Who wants to go first?
Okay,
TERESA, tell me.
So we're TNT.
Yes.
And
like dynamite.
Basically,
in a good way.
2 women came together, meant to be, and we decided, well, not we decided, we just were like, we're like soul sisters in design and life. Our
so similar, it's crazy.
Business,
honestly, it's
everything.
crazy.
And it was crazy. And we started talking, and we were like, how cool would it be if we did something together to like bring the world together?
Yes.
In our creativity, because if that makes sense.
Yes, of course it does.
Go ahead, you start from there.
That's just it, and we've been together for nearly a year now. We've done lots of studios live in our own digital channel as well, and we've just done loads of inspiration, loads of hints, tips, techniques, and today's finally here.
Amazing.
I can't believe it. It's
and you're based in the USA?
I'm based in the USA.
Whereabouts?
I live in Utah now. Originally North Carolina. There's a little southern accent going on. But you know what we're also doing together?
Go on.
We're doing a cruise.
Yeah,
together.
Now, this is amazing. This really is. Now, anyone that buys in the show or the shows so far will go. Anyone that buys the 2 products, yes, in the show, which we're just about to go through, will have a chance of winning a cruise. Dare I say, of a lifetime?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And so if you buy one of 2 lines in the show, you're basically going on a 7-night cruise around the Greek island, Santorini, just incredible. But it's not just for one, it's for a +1. So me and TERESA were like, do you know what? If I won the prize, I wouldn't want to go without my partner or my friend or my son or my whoever. So we're going to have to do +1. Got to do +1. So
it really is amazing. And of course, it's a cruise full of crafting.
Yeah.
Cruise and crop. I've never heard that terminology.
Yeah.
Crop.
Yeah. So we actually have the whole down conference room to where we can create 24/7, but don't worry, we're gonna explore every port.
Yes, yeah, of course.
But you're also gonna be able to go with us and have dinner with us and meet with us, and it's just a very high vibration cruise. So show up, come.
It just sounds absolutely fantastic, and a chance of a lifetime, a dream of a lifetime. So we've got 2 lines in the show for a chance to win a holiday on a cruise liner.
Yes.
See what I did there?
Yes.
Yeah. Just made that up right now.
Yes.
Just made that up.
Practicing it all morning.
Now, we are going to have lots of demonstrations in the show, but we are going to talk you through the 2 deals that we've got. Now, TERESA will let you get ready for your first demonstration. So TERESA will go off and get ready for that. Now, Toni, let's go through the larger collection that we've got on the screen at the moment. I say larger collection, but look at the price. It's a low price, and you can divide that cost as well when you head to checkout. So, tell us what we've got.
So you've got a thread of TERESA and myself in this fabulous bundle. So if you're brand new to TERESA, you're going to get a flavour of her type of craft. And if you're brand new to Stamps by Me, we appreciate it's brand new crafters every single day, then you're going to get a flavour of me also. But the bundle is going to enable you, or collection is going to enable you to craft from the get-go. It's all of the lovely elements that are really popular, which we all love and adore, that you're going to be able to do straight away. So with that in mind, and TERESA's going to do a pick and flick of the paper with you.
Yes, we're going to have a look in more detail.
But you get the full 12 12 by 12 paper collection, acid and lignin free, uncoated, so you can do all of your traditional inking, stamping, watercolouring, scrapbooking.
Perfect.
You know, it's going to hold up to the sunlight. So you get your 12 by 12 there. You also get your coordinating vellum. So the patterns work through all of the collection, so it all works seamless. So if you make a card from the paper, you know it's going to fit with the vellum. And then from moving on from the vellum, we have our fold and send envelopes. So coordinating envelopes that are double-sided. All you've got to do is fold them. The score lines are in, done. And to seal them, we don't need any glue. We have coordinating stickers, so you can seal them and absolutely know that a loved one is going to get something very, very precious. But it doesn't end there.
Okay.
You would think it would end there at that price, but it absolutely does not. So moving down, we have the A6 stamp and coordinating down.
Now, when you say stamp, that's actually stamps with an S, because you've got all of those extra stamps around that main image. The beautiful, is that a hummingbird in there?
Yes, and it all coordinates. Wow. This is what's really important. If you are a keen stamper, we have you covered.
Yes.
If you are a paper maker or a celebratory maker or a memory album maker, it's covered. We've got it totally covered. So moving on from that, we then move on to our fabulous A6 coordinating 3D embossing folder, which is the beautiful floral which has been taken from the stamp design and then layered onto some lovely script, which is also follows through on the 12 by 12 collection.
That is gorgeous.
Now, if you're a beginner crafter, you're really, really good.
Yeah.
So you've got you covered. But if you are an advanced crafter, just think about what you could extend your crafting. It's just, and it works.
It does. And what's nice, it all matches. You've got all those beautiful colour tones that run all the way through. You've got a little bit of a tropical vibe in there, but you've also got those beautiful floral designs. Lots of different colours and tones to work with, maybe alongside inks and papers that you've already got. But this in itself is that complete crafting workshop.
So pretty,
yeah, it really, really is.
It's soft, it's gentle, it's got wood tones and black tones in there for masculine craft as well. So if you want to do those gents cards, it's completely got you covered, and you've got a whole plethora of words, positive, celebratory. So it's a kit that's going to see you all year. All you need to do is add your own creativity.
I'm seeing those words, good vibes only. And you know what? You really will have good vibes. In this moment when the winter is coming, Christmas, we want something that's going to make us smile and feel warm and just inspire us to make and create. It could be a holiday that you've just been on and you want to build that together into a scrapbook.
And it's funny as well, because we had a message, you said, Tony, you said it's gone. Does that mean it's limited edition? Will you be bringing it back? Well, absolutely not. When we've done it, We're moving on to the second collection. So I know a lot of you are going to be probably buying it and going, I'm not even going to cut into it. And that's why we did the extra bundle.
Well, it could be a collector's item, really, if you want to get them. Remember, if you're going to go for that bundle, 667614 is your item number. You've got a chance to spread the cost when you head to checkout, and you're in a chance for winning that cruise +1. And I might say I think I'm available between the 17th and the 24th if anybody wants to make me your +1. No, I'm not really allowed to do that, but if you do, I'm available. What a fantastic cruise that is going to be. And the way you are going to find out whether you've got that prize is when you open the box of your goodies. That ticket could be in there. That ticket could be in there.
That ticket.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
It's so funny. My partner said, do you know what? I'm putting some gems on it.
Oh.
I'm like, what?
So it's going to be this
put
ticket.
Some gems on it. That is the actual ticket.
I'm going to wish you luck right now. I'm going to give you all the luck in the world to get that into your basket. So if you get your order home and it has got that golden ticket inside, all you need to do is contact Create and Craft or Stamps by Me personally, and we'll deal with the rest. Wow. And then, of course, you can use your kit to put all your pictures in next year with your scrapbooking. Yeah. Right, so that's your first item that we've got available for you, but we've got a smaller kit for you. Now, the details are on the screen. This could be extras that you want to buy. Think about Christmas gifts, for example. You know, you've got somebody in your family who's a crafter, whether it be your mum, your dad, your uncle, your niece, your nephew, your grandchildren. If you're thinking, what do I get them for Christmas? This could be the perfect gift if it fits your budget. 446843 is your item number, and that gets you your paper pad that we're going to be taking a look at in a moment's time with Teresa, and also the vellum as well. And vellum's a really good medium to work with. It is, and it's so high quality. You don't expect anything less from Stamps by Me. So it's going to see you through. It's going to do your covers on your cards, your belly bands. You can heat emboss onto it. It's going to carry all of those mediums. But what I will say to you is,
like to put you in for it. We haven't asked you to spend £50 to be in the entry for we've done it on this as well, and we felt like it was necessary on this because people would be topping up, but if people's budget didn't quite stretch to the £55 bundle and they have £20 or £25, you're still going to get a chance to win that cruise. We didn't want to really miss anybody out, so good luck. I just can't wait to find out who wins.
It is amazing. I mean, the value of this, we were talking about this earlier, can we say?
About £4,000.
Holy moly. So get your orders in, but make sure you check out your basket. That's really, really important. And remember, you can spread the cost. Talking about spreading the cost, let's spread the ports and have a look at where you can go on this cruise. It's a 7-night, 7-port itinerary. I mean, this really is amazing. So you've got in there Athens, you've got Thessalonica in there, you've got Mykonos, which is my favourite Greek island. Absolutely adore Mykonos. You've got Ephesus. I've been there. I saw Julio Iglesias sing there. That is amazing. You've got Santorini, which is just simply beautiful, and you've got Rhodes as well. So that is an absolutely amazing once-in-a-lifetime chance to go on a cruise +1. And all you need to do is buy one of the 2 little packets that we had for you there. So you choose, you decide. Let's come back to Teresa. Yay! And let's have a look at that paper pad, because this really is where the inspiration happens.
This is, I'm telling you, you're going to love this. Okay, so look at this. Look at this. Double-sided.
Can we go on the overhead,
yes,
Teresa?
let's do it.
Yeah, because then we can get up close.
Is this the right direction?
Okay. Yes,
so
perfect.
everybody, so this is 200 GSM.
Yep.
So it's beautiful weight, and you can have like, look how gorgeous. So you can cut out elements.
Yep.
And then there's beauty on the double-sided.
Double-sided.
So there's a taste of Teresa on one side and Toni on the.
Oh, I love that.
But look at this, all the sentiments. So card makers, you are going to love it. This one is
Can
one
we
of my.
just turn that round the other way?
Oh yes,
only
thank you,
because of
thank
our
you,
camera.
thank you. You don't want
Not because of you, because of our camera.
No one wants it upside down, do they? But look at this. So you can cut out all of these beautiful elements.
Wow.
I'm so excited. I could just sit here and just go.
It'd also make a nice background as well if you didn't cut them out.
Look at this color.
Beautiful.
It's the most beautiful shade of yellow. Okay, so this right here, I just have to show this, you guys. This is like, this is value.
Yes.
This is die cuts. This is amazing.
It's like a full page of ephemera.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to show this. So this page here is maybe one of my favorites.
Oh.
But look if you just cut out the elements of it.
Wow.
So think about cutting it out, because sometimes people go, what do I do with a larger?
Yep.
I'm going to tell you, you're going to cut it out. This is the paper Toni never wants to cut through. And I think she's secretly going to keep this.
Gosh,
but look at this. It's like a 3D, right? Look at this. Look how gorgeous. And the feel, it even smells good, by the way.
I'm loving the colour tones in here. Really, really
This one right here really speaks to me, because we did words like be confident, keep going, choose to look good. And oh my goodness.
Isn't that lovely?
So you're getting like the best of
It's like
best
watercolour,
of,
isn't it?
And it all coordinates.
Yeah.
It all coordinates. This one's another fun one, and I want to show you, because a lot of people get overwhelmed with patterns.
Yes.
You can cut out just the elements.
Yeah. The beautiful
and
florals.
look at this. I love Toni did this. It's such an illusion paper. I love that. I love
That's
that.
amazing.
Right? Isn't that cool? Now
That is
this one,
amazing.
value. You get 24 cards.
Yes.
Look at this.
Perfect. Great for toppers.
Yeah, so you can cut them out, toppers,
Yeah.
cards, whatever you want. So we've got 24 sentiments, and then you're going to get 2. So there's 24 total.
Yes.
Okay.
Lovely.
24
Fabulous.
total.
I was just thinking, the cards there, imagine like a Christmas game.
Absolutely.
And then you pick the cards out of an envelope. You have to talk about your experiences or what you've done throughout the year.
I really like the one that says I am.
Yeah.
That is very important.
Your only limit is you. There you go. Powerful, beautiful,
So
brilliant
true.
and brave. That is
You
brilliant.
got this.
You've got this. Yeah.
I
Hip
love
hip
that.
hooray.
Hip,
we
hip,
love
hooray.
those. We love those.
It's a happy line.
Yes, it certainly is.
Okay, the Vellum.
The Vellum.
Okay, so the Vellum is 6 designs. There's 12 sheets.
Yep.
It's 115 GSM. The photos and TV probably do not do it justice.
Yeah, it is
But,
beautiful
I mean,
here in the studio.
This is, so you're, like I said, like it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, it all matches the
right.
paper pad.
I'm going quick. Just I want you to see. Oh, look at this one.
Yeah, that is so pretty.
And there's more, but guess what? I've been using them. We've been demoing.
Yeah,
we
certainly have. We're going to go into a demonstration right now for you. But if you did want the paper pad and the vellum on their own,
absolutely,
$23.38 is your weekender price. You can divide the cost as well, and that's going to get you in the draw for a chance to win that. Well, it's not a draw, it's going to go into one lucky person's pack, and when you get that home you could be the recipient of that Celebrity Infinity Cruise and Crop to the Greek islands. Oh, I'm so jealous. Right, we've got a demo.
Okay, so what I wanted to show is the acetate paper has been hot. Look at this.
Oh, what have you been doing?
Okay, I'm going to put it right here so you can zoom in. So this was the demo last time, and we wanted to show the acetate. You would never think that we had bought this. It's so
that looks absolutely amazing,
right?
And that's all the marshmallows that we've got for our treats.
Yes, the marshmallows from your kitchen here. Hey, it works. That is great. There you go. So what I've done here is I've created a beautiful mini book.
Yep.
This is the Tassel die that you're going to see later.
Yes, we do have that on the show. You can jump ahead to the website and get that into your basket. We'll put the details at the bottom of the screen right now.
By the way, it makes 2 different size tassels. Okay. And more. And a rosette. Okay. So I wanted to open this up to show you. So here I've done some things. I've done some pockets to show you the die cut. This is my cute husband. I call him my cute husband, okay? And that's his cute mom. She cried the first time she met me. Not kidding. Because she loved me. Isn't that cute? I love her.
So
I had to just say that. I had to say that.
She
not
looks
in a bad
amazing.
way. Not in a bad way.
She looks amazing. Looks like your sister, not your mother-in-law.
So these have all these cute pockets. So let's add something to it. So right here, what I've done is this is the acetate paper.
Yep.
Thick. Let's create a pocket. So this is 3 inches wide, and I just wanted to quickly show you how. Let's just pretend like I did this because I want to. We've got so much to show you. I don't have time to even.
Do you know what? We don't do enough with our photographs, and this is the ideal opportunity, isn't it, to get that special photo.
Can I tell you something? Like, for me, you never know. And I always say, when I'm with someone, I never know. Can I have a photo with you? Yeah. Can we take a photo? Yeah. I'm a stroke survivor. I about died when I was 29. I had a massive stroke. And that is one of the reasons why I'm so into memory keeping and photos, because I'm like, who's going to tell your story? I'm going to tell my story, and I want other people to tell their story.
Oh, applaud
and
you.
so my
That's
family,
amazing.
oh my goodness, my husband, another photo. I'm like, I'm sorry, yes. But look, I just made a pocket, you guys.
That's wonderful.
So I glued it down on 3 sides, and then look here, all the little die cuts. Look at that!
Yeah,
how cute that is. But the other thing I love to do is touch the vellum. That vellum is, that's our vellum.
That really is top quality.
It's top quality, and I just did 3 levels. And here's the thing: you can just put it here, and I'm just going to glue it here, because then you can put journaling. But we're going to just put a card, because look at that. Just like this, and then I love her so much, and so she's powerful, beautiful, brilliant, and brave.
Oh,
so
that's
is my husband too.
Oh,
right? And
that
so I'm
is
just
brilliant.
and then look, you just put that on there. 24 cards.
That is amazing.
The value. We should count up all the elements, and then you can just keep adding these.
Do you know what I've just noticed as well? When you turn over, because it's vellum, you can see the other message on the other side. It's like a secret message.
Look at this. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Like a little secret message.
So, you know what? And why not? We're going to put even this in here, because there we go.
That is just fabulous.
And you're telling a story. You're telling a story, and I'm passionate about it. And look here. Because a lot of people, when they get a busy pattern paper, they're like, I don't know what to do. Maybe the flower's too big. That's what I want you to do. I want you to cut it out.
It's a good idea. Use all
those
the elements. Oh, jinx.
Jinx.
Said the same thing.
We did it. We did it.
That is absolutely beautiful. And like you say,
simple.
Telling stories, showing memories. And if you've got new little members to your family,
that's my latest. Number 10.
I've had 3 in 6 months. Not myself, but nephews and nieces. Oh my gosh. And do you know what? It just brings a smile to your face, and they grow up so quickly. So doing this is something you need to do pretty quickly, grandmas and granddads.
So that is the clear acetate paper.
It's strong.
It's so strong.
It really is.
It is so strong. And then I just put it on there, and then a little backing, and then you can just put it right in here.
Oh, that is just lovely.
Isn't that lovely?
That is absolutely gorgeous.
Rewatch the show if you want to know how to make these.
Who is this? What's
His
her name?
name's Emmett Collins.
Oh, he's beautiful. He's absolutely gorgeous. And they do grow up so quickly. So making elements like this is amazing. Right, let's have a look at the acetate that we do have, that we have been using. We've got 4 different colour options. I'm just going to step over here. The gold, half the stock, half the stock of the gold has gone. So very, very busy. You get 12 sheets in each. This is incredible value for money, and you get to divide the cost as well. If you want all of them, of course you're more than welcome to put them all in your basket. Just choose all of the options and head to checkout. Remember, you can divide the cost. Now, Teresa, with your vellums, because you've got the A4 size, what would you recommend if somebody wanted to cut these down, for example?
Oh, easy.
What do you recommend using?
A regular trimmer will work.
Yep.
Believe it or not, it will score, it will trim, and you're going to get 2 of each of the colors, or designs, and then 4 clear. So
let me just grab one of the patterns. Yeah, if you've got that box there.
Can you see this box? This is incredible. That was just 1 sheet. So you just need to buy all of the collections.
Well, you do.
Yeah.
Now, I'm noticing as well, sometimes with vellum, when you do any kind of scoring, making boxes, you get a white line, don't you, that can destroy that design.
No white line.
That is such good news. That really is. Because the whole point of using vellum is that you have that see-through element, but you have the delicate of the pattern and what's inside. So to have that opportunity to start scoring without it going white, I just think that is going to be absolutely brilliant.
And by the way, I should say, because when you held it up, it shows kind of almost like a milky color.
Yes.
So I have a protective piece of plastic on every one of these sheets, and I probably can't get it off, but I will work on this to show you, because it's crystal clear and it does not show that.
So we've got all your different designs here. Do you want to go through them? I'm going to open one up. Let's grab. Well, you can see them through the front, really. There's 4 different designs. So you've got the dots. Can you see? Do you know what? I'd probably need a plain piece of paper.
Oh, you know what? A white piece of paper?
Yeah, because just holding that up like that, you can't really tell.
Here we go.
Here we go. We've got a white. There you go. That's better.
Oh, that's better.
It. Now you can see. So that's your dots that you've got in there, which look absolutely amazing. So those are your dots. Let me just place that down there. Never give you enough room, do they, to start? Well, go through them, they say.
I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you.
I will. Those are your love hearts right there. Okay. So again, beautiful. Remember, if you score these, they're not going to leave any kind of white mark behind. So you've got the dots in there and the hearts, which look absolutely amazing. Do you want me to go through the other ones as well? Yep. Okay. Let's go through the stars and the stripes. So here are your stripes. Look at that. Amazing. And then you're also going to get the clear in there plus the stars. Look at that, which is amazing. And remember, these are all going to be clear for you because you've got the protective coating on the back, which again is all about the quality that you're getting. Right, let me give you a reminder of the deals that you're getting. It's a very, very busy show. We've got lots going on. We're going to head over to Toni in a moment's time, but are we heading back over there? Okay. Yep, there you go. So I was just waiting for you to, because, you know, there's no point in seeing my arm. I was just waiting for you to see me. I was going to walk into the shot. I was going to cruise into the shot. Okay, right. This really is an amazing deal. If you want to go for the whole complete collection that we've got here, you've got those fantastic papers, so many elements that you can use with those beautiful colours. You've got your vellum, which matches, and it looks absolutely fantastic. You've got your stamps and your dies as well, because with Stamps by Me, we know that you want to cut out your stamps, and to do that, you've got the die that will cut that out absolutely perfectly. You've also got your 3D embossing folder, which just looks absolutely stunning when you're using this as a background or just as a card topper itself. You've got the script behind there, which looks amazing. Then, of course, when you've made your makes, you want to put them in something. So we've got the envelopes for you, and you don't need to stick these down with any glue. All you have to do is simply fold them. The instructions, as ever, always on the back there to show you, and you've got the stickers as well to seal them. So I just think that is just an absolutely perfect collection for you to start building and creating your makes, whether they be cards or whether they be part of scrapbooking, because your papers are all acid and lignin free, which is really, really important. So a superb deal there. It's all about memories, it's all about stories, and we want you to sit at home and really, really play with these and bring out the best of your creativity as the two ladies colliding together to bring you this fantastic brand. 667614 is your item number, and remember, you can divide the cost at checkout. And you've got the chance to win that cruise by going for that particular bundle. You'll also get a chance to win the cruise by going for the papers and your vellum. So that's your 12 by 12 papers and your vellum at a great cost of £23.38, 446843. Now let's head down to Toni, because we've got more for you. There you go, look at this, it's walking into shop, just cruising over to you. Okay, we've got more to show you, then we're going to get to demo. Sorry it's so hectic, but there's just so much to tell and show. Where should we start? Shall we start with our stamps?
Yep, so okay,
right,
so
50% was that. 60% of the stock has already gone.
So I'm not surprised at that price. It's a super introductory to Stamps by Me. I was conscious that we may have some new fans on the show because fabulous Teresa's here. So this is an A5 stamp set which has a floral design, and then you get the lovely complementing sentiments in there, which are really lovely sentiments. We are together again, besties forever. You make me smile. But the floral itself, large open spaces, so you can paint with your watercolours, pens, pencils, just have fun with it. At that price,
it's amazing.
Chuck it in your basket and just try Stamps by Me if you haven't tried
Yeah,
Stamps
exactly.
by Me.
You know, great introduction for stamping. Also, dare I say it, great Christmas present. Great Christmas present. You can never have enough stamps if you're a stamper, and you can never have enough stamps if you're not a stamper, because there's always time to start. 643115 is your item number. Look at that saving. It's an incredible deal, and you will be able to pop that into your basket at no extra cost because it's capped P&P. Let's get on to the butterfly. I think we're going to be demonstrating this as well. Now, your butterfly, you've got the embossing folder and you've got the die as well.
Yes, so this is a 3D embossing folder. It's a beautiful butterfly, and it's got that complementing outline die, which means you can now take it out of the page. It's not built into the embossing folder, so you have to have it out of the page. You can have the butterfly in the page or out of the page, and you can use it for all of the techniques that you love with an everyday embossing folder. So think about your inking, your texture, your spritzing, your gilding waxes, your watercolouring, picking up that brush onto vellum. That's the vellum in the show as well, so the wings really are carefree. Underneath you've got that lovely sentiment paper as well. It's just a beautiful accent. I'm going to do this one in a demo,
and you can see the detail that you got there on the wings. This really is spectacular, it truly is. And you can divide the cost. It's a great way to pay with us here at Create and Craft. 566078 is your item number. That gets you your die and your embossing folder as well, so lots of creativity for that one. Right, we did talk about the tassels earlier on, and we did talk about the two sizes of tassels.
Super popular.
Yeah.
So basically in this set you get your two embellishment collections, so you can see you've got the curled up sort of flower design on there, which creates like tatty roses.
Yes.
But although they've been used with a lot of the complementing papers which are in the show, please think about just cutting them out in white and adding your own inks.
Yes.
Because the leaf detail has stitch detail in there as well, so you can dip them into puddles of ink, do your mop-ups, create autumn cards, create Christmas, whatever you want to do. And the more you put round, the bigger the flower, and you can go right up to maybe like a 1 or 2 inch flower, right down to a tiny one.
Almost like a big rosette as well.
Yeah, well, you also get a rosette as well. So you get the rosette, you get this fringe die, and this rosette here is you like fold back, forth. Hopefully I'll get a chance to show you. You do 2, and it creates this beautiful rosette. This is your lovely tassel, which just gives you the most adorable tassels for ends of books, for trees, as you can see on this sample here. This sample here actually has got everything on. It's got the rosette, it's got the vellum flowers on there, it's got the beautiful tassels, the complementing papers. It's just incredible. Now you don't have to have them on a memory album, you don't have to have them on a tree. Think about your cards. Very often we see tassels on cards, is it? And this is the demonstration that I did in my first demo, where I've just wrapped it around some twine And you can see there, look how different that looks. You don't see many cards like this, do you?
No.
They're absolutely beautiful. So it's it's 2 embellishment A6 dies that are going to allow you to embellish your projects.
And also, if you've got a gift tag as well, something like a little tassel on there would just look absolutely amazing. It really, really does. And it's very, very easy to build and create, and it just makes it look so special. It really does. But we're not stopping there because we're talking about the flowers as well.
Yeah, so these are the ones that roll up. So these are the ones. So you can see here, this is just in some offcuts of paper I had spare, but you can do them in your vellums, you can do them in your offcuts of mop-up of ink and things like that. These are things that are going to work with your other brands and other items from Stamps by Me.
And they look beautiful. They really, really do. And they just add something to your card. You know, sometimes, there you go, when you're making and creating a card, you think, what else do I need to add to it? You can make your own flowers. You've got the tassel there. That makes a great little tag, a great little accent, especially to your memory books on the outside as well. 536643 is your item number, and you can spread the cost. Just head to checkout and do that. You've got many options to choose with this here at Create and Craft right now. One more to show you, and then we're going to head to demonstration with our Toni.
So this is your sort of mini album book. Well, it's called an album book, but don't let that scare you in any way, because this can be used for gift tags, gift present, anything, tickets for the cinema, one day for the 12 days of Christmas. You can absolutely utilise it as you wish. So it cuts like this, but it's so intelligent is this die. We've got a score line here, so if you want to fold it back and not use the rings or ribbon to put it together, you can create a hinge like this.
Perfect, look at that. That's a good idea.
So you don't have to use the ring element of it. You can absolutely just make an everyday book. What about the tassels? If you don't like the tassels, if you look at the detail on here, it goes off to a point with a stitch detail. Cut the tassels off. You can have a pointy book or topper of a card. Think about popping this down the middle of a card to topper. But what's great about this is you get the diamond window, which is going to be doubled up as a shaker card window. Think about family photos in the window. You get the 2 belt buckles and the 3 coordinating designs here. The word family. And there are other nesting dies in there as well. So again, this is going to work beautifully with the tassels and the floral roses, because you can see here from this lovely book here, the pages have been used for the front and back, but when you look inside, they've also been used inside. And if you look at the pages, I just folded the point back.
Beautiful.
And used it as a pocket.
That looks great.
So creative. And then there's vellum pockets in here from the vellum from the paper pad, because it's a heavyweight vellum. All of this was made basically from my offcuts, because it's such a cute.
Do you know what? I think this is going to be a great addition to your basket if you're going for the collections. It's not going to cost you any more in P&P because it's one cap P&P. So do think about that, because those books look amazing with those papers. They'll also look brilliant with the papers that you've got already in your stash. 895503 is your item number, £18.99, but of course you get 10% off that being in the club. Right, now the stamp set that we've got for you, we are approaching limited stock. Well, we knew it would. I mean, it's such great value for money. So many are in baskets at the moment, but I do need you to check out. And if you don't have it in your basket at the moment, quickly get it in there, and that will assure you of that fantastic stamp set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stamps in there. Don't know why I had to count that. It says it right there on the screen. It's more exciting when you count. And you've got a great saving on there as well. Right, remember, anything you add to your basket, there's no extra P&P. Okay, Toni, what we're going to have a look at.
So can I just finish what's in that main bundle? So
yes.
Teresa showed you the 12 by 12 paper, and she showed you the beautiful vellum. It doesn't end there, although the price would probably reflect that as is. But I want to show you what else is in there. So we get the fold and send envelopes, okay? So basically these are pre-scored envelopes. They are double-sided, so you can see here. So the design content follows through, it all matches, and you can decide whether you want the solid area or a portion of the area. It's scored, so all you have to do is score on every level. This is so nice, and because you've got a matching card inside, it's going to be a beautiful card. So there is our lovely envelope. You're thinking, well, I haven't got any tape, I've not got any glue or anything. Well, in the back we have our coordinating stickers.
Oh, they're lovely.
So all you do is pick the sticker of your choice. So let's just go for this one because we've got a bit of black in there. So you just peel your sticker off, push your envelope in, both sides in, and seal it shut.
Perfect.
And you get the most gorgeous
That is lovely. Imagine putting a little gift card in there, or maybe a suggestion of where you're going. And if you win the cruise, you could put an invite in there for your +1.
Absolutely, and if you want to decorate them up, you can add some of the sentiments and some of the words from the collection, the stickers as front as focals if you want to. Then when you open it up, you've got that beautiful coordinating card with that embossing folder that's going to see the design all the way through. So it all just matches absolutely beautifully. So
I love that sample.
I know, they're gorgeous, aren't they? Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's what you get in there. You get the fold and send, and there's so many designs. You decide, I'm not going to get involved in that one. So that one is your fold and send with the sticker. It still doesn't end there. So we have these two gorgeous items here. So you all know from Stamps by Me, stamps and dies and 3D embossing folders. So we have this beautiful 3D embossing folder, which we've just shown you on that card. Then we get the coordinating stamp, which has the lovely butterflies and the typewriter and some sentiments, and then when you turn it over you get the coordinating die on there. I'm going to show these in a second.
Excellent.
So you get so much in that bundle.
Yeah, you do. 8 stamps and 6 dies in that part alone.
So if you want to watercolour, stamping's in there, got you covered. If you like the embossed detail, 3D embossing folder. If you like paper, totally got you covered. If you love to go that extra mile with your crafting and pop it in a decorated envelope that's already pre-made, pre-printed and matching, it's going to be amazing.
It's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Can I just, I know I keep saying, can I just show you this lovely acetate?
Yes, please.
Because it's just awesome and I don't want to let it go.
Beautiful.
So basically, the acetate comes with a film sheet on, and if you score it, look at this, as Teresa said, you get no clouding. Look at that there.
Now on the acetate, when you do take this out, there is a protective film on the back. Take that off. It is crystal clear. It is beautiful. And I do need to tell you that 2/3 of the gold has now gone.
So look at that. Heavyweight.
So effective.
You tell me if you ever get a card from anybody looking like that. We don't.
That is amazing.
It is absolutely beautiful. But the offcut that came down the side of it, which is this part here, I made a coordinating belly band.
Oh, what a great idea.
So now, and I decorated it with some of the elements that were on the my offcuts, and all I'm going to do is, so now it's a gift within a gift.
You know, that's perfect.
Pop it down. Look at that. And then what I would probably do then is steal another sheet of the card and make a box for it. You can see through.
Do you know what? That's a good idea.
I've never seen acetate quite like this.
Yeah,
it's astonishing.
Just the fact that it's got that protective layer on the back tells you that it's top quality. And if you're making to sell, which we can do with all the elements that we've got, if you're making to sell, I mean, think about the price level that you can now start to take that up to. But also, what I think about is the present that goes inside. You don't need to spend as much on the present because the actual card and the gift
so beautiful
that you've made is beautiful.
So I'm going to quickly just show you this beautiful tassel. I've shown it once, but because it's been super popular, I'm going to show it again. So in the die set, you actually get this one at the base here, which has got like a little leg at the top, and it's so easy. Let me show you. Now I would die cut lots of these on your lap and then do them all together. So here it is, just die cut out of a bit of scrap of the paper that we had left from one of my shows. I'm just going to take a brush because I found this easier, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap it around my brush, the top of it, and you'll see the skirt. Oh, we'll start this end. You'll see the skirt of it. It just sort of like does its own thing. It's so cool. So I'm just going to wrap it up there. I'm going to take my glue. Now you can use tape if you want to. I prefer a little bit of wet glue, which dries quite quickly.
And Teresa was saying, there's 2 sizes to these tassels, isn't there?
Yes, you get like an extra fringe element where you can bulk it out and make it look like a chunky tassel.
Exactly.
Yeah. She's like,
and they do add that certain extra luxury, don't they, to your makes, Teresa?
Oh, here she comes.
Here she comes.
I have to bring this.
This is a bit fancy.
So look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, look at this. And
so,
again, you've got a notebook. If you've got a little project book.
I made a folio and then 2 tassels. It just gives it that extra.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? I haven't seen tassels personally like this ever. I mean, I could be wrong, there could be some, but I just love how they add that extra touch, and they look gorgeous in vellum.
Yeah, they do. And do you know what? Again, you've got a little notebook or a little project book, or maybe you've got new baby photos. You add those little tassels. It's just something that makes a difference. And if you're selling these on your Christmas stalls, for example, New Year markets,
you could make a lot and put them in a bag and sell them like 10 for £1. make some money back if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could, definitely. Love
I don't know how much
that.
you charge, but 10 for a pound sounds good to me.
Love that.
I'd buy that. Right, so let's just very quickly show you. You also get the decorative element that comes around the top of your tassel as well. You can see that. Look at the detail in there. Absolutely beautiful. Stunning. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my brush again. I'm just going to sort of break down the fibre a little bit. Just help me out, wrap it round. So you see this little like stick? All you do is pop a bit of glue inside your tassel here and just tuck it in, give it a little bit of a twizzle and then just tuck it in, and that's going to give you that little loop for when you want to add a twine, whatever it may be, a grunge, some ribbon or whatever. And then this part here, which is our gold trimming, which is just going to finish it off nicely, we just wrap around, and this is where it comes to life.
I'm just thinking with the tassel and the die with the flowers and the rosette.
Yeah.
You know, for Chinese New Year, wouldn't
yeah.
they look amazing? Because you could have like little lanterns or little like fans with the tassels, which would look really nice for like the Chinese New Year and things.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think as well Christmas gifts. That's just come out. Christmas gifts would look absolutely gorgeous, hanging from your Christmas tags on there. I'm just going to try and get that to to dry a little
or
bit.
Or even if you're making baubles to put on your Christmas tree, again, you know, just having those little tassels dangling down would just look amazing.
They're so pretty. So get some twine, some gold, some beautiful trimmings or whatever, and just make it your own. Like this one here I did with the silver. This one's dry, so I'm not having to hold it, so you can get to seeing its full glory. How beautiful it is, just looks so beautiful. And can you see it's black and grey and white, but how beautiful it goes with the backing
and you
paper.
make it bespoke to the project that you're making. They look like they're made, they have those metal encasements, but it's not, it's paper that you're using, so you can make your tassels bespoke. Imagine making scores of these and just dangling them maybe from some bunting. How cool would that be?
Yeah, or a child's nursery
mobile
with different lengths. Shall I just show you this embossing folder quickly,
please.
and then you'll go back to Teresa?
Yes, please.
Right, so that embossing, I know we're jumping from things to things, but things are really busy, so I don't want them to sell out before I show you. So we have that lovely butterfly with the outline die, so I've cut it in black and in white. I'm just going to show you how gorgeous it looks with the 3D embossing folder. So we'll do it on, let's do it on white. So all you do is you take the die cut and you add it to the front of the embossing folder, like so. Just line it up, and don't worry if it's not perfect, because guess what, it doesn't matter. The design is encapsulated inside the butterfly, so it doesn't bother if you don't quite get it right. So if you've got a bit of a tremor, don't put yourself under pressure, it still will look beautiful.
If I wanted to put a piece of card the same size as that embossing folder and put that through, would that emboss the butterfly onto like a card topper for me, so I don't have to cut it out?
Absolutely, that's why we separated them, so you've got two
You've got the option.
So you've got the option there, So I'm just going to run this one through really quickly.
And you wait till you see the detail that's on this butterfly. It really is sensational. And you can look at that. If we take it, shall I show this on the overhead or show it to the camera? Oh no, there you go, perfect. Look at that. That's
so now,
amazing.
Add sparkle, add ink, add your glitter pens. But let me just very quickly, can I just say, don't be afraid to cut. It's a huge butterfly. Don't be afraid to cut into it.
Because it's
the
3D.
back's beautiful.
Yeah, the deboss and the emboss.
I would add some ink to this, but let me just show you very quickly. So glue. This is the front of an envelope. You could use your vellums and do lots of wings, lots of layers. And then all you would do here from that is trim off the excess. And on the front of your beautiful envelope that's come with the collection that me and Teresa's put together, you have now a gorgeous envelope with a coordinating sticker and card inside.
How about with that butterfly on, and then how about putting a tassel on it? Why not?
Isn't it just gorgeous? Stepping it up a gear.
That's incredible. That embossing folder is one of the best I've ever seen for the detail that you've got in there. You wait till you get that home and take it through for the first time. It really is absolutely
just got to have a look at it again. It's sensational. Pop that into your basket, no extra cost, apart from the cost of the die itself, but it's no extra P&P. It's capped P&P for you. Right, now the tassel die, we're really busy, really busy. We're approaching half the stock gone. Wow. Don't miss out on this, because, you know, this is going to give you the chance just to add so much detail to your makes, whether it be a little memory book, for example, or whether it be a card or a gift. Adding a tassel will just add that luxurious part to your make. So £25.19, that's your club price. 536643 is your item number. Now the website's where you can go to see everything that we've got on the show from Toni and Teresa, so we do recommend you go there to have a look, because you might want to add other elements to your basket whilst you're buying your main collections. And when you do so, it is the 1 P&P of £3.95. But this is a collaboration of the two T's. It's going off like dynamite. It is explosive. It is amazing. It really is.
It is. We've had so much fun, I can't tell you. And
absolutely.
It's just been wonderful as well, because we've had so many messages about, will you be doing it again? What if we buy this collection? Do we get entered in for it? We've been answering lots and lots of questions throughout yesterday and today, so thank you so much. We will get back to every one of you. Yes. But if you do have any questions, you can email in, say hi to Teresa, come and say hello. Maybe you've got something you've already made from one of the team that Stamps by Me, or something that our design team's done. And don't forget to join the lovely groups as well, because you get so much inspiration.
Absolutely.
But the collection has been made for everyone. It's not a one-dimensional collection. It's a collection that's going to see you through. So if you do love your memory album type style craft, covered. I know I keep saying it, covered, but it totally, thought has been left.
You could cover your memory books with the papers and the vellums and the elements that you've got in here. If anybody wants to join your groups, where can they find you?
I'm under Teresa Collins Studio, like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everything, everywhere. Okay. And so is Toni.
Yeah, I'm everywhere as well. So basically, you can go to the Eureka fan page and pop your makes in there. Yes. We're everywhere.
Yeah. And be part of this family as we start to let it grow and develop, which is amazing.
All of the packaging, as always, with Stamps by Me, you have that fabulous QR code. Yep. Scan it with your phone. It's an updating QR code. So you might buy it Monday, and there'll be 2 videos. You might have a scan a month later, and either Teresa's used it or I've used it, and it's an updating one. You'll get all of the inspiration, so it never ends. We want you to see the journey through with us, create together, you know, crafty community. This is what it's all about, right?
Yeah,
you know?
I think it's wonderful.
Let's just share the love of craft.
Let's do it. That's where your QR code will be, and you can find that, you can scan it, and that will take you to your inspirations. Right, Teresa, we're going to send you off to get ready for another demonstration. But remember, we've got 2 different options that are going to get you into that prize draw for that 7-day cruise around the Greek islands. Let's go through the main collection first, because we're very busy for this. It doesn't surprise me. It's great value for money.
When it's gone as well.
Right.
It has absolutely gone. If we don't have any extended or anything like that, it's our first collaboration together. It's just incredible.
Do you know what? It's exciting times, and we've been very, very busy on the show. If you've got a friend that you want to buy a present for and you can afford to do so, remember you can divide the costs, and maybe think about that. So your full collection, we have got your 12 by 12 papers, which are here, and they're absolutely stunning, the designs. You've done so well to put this together.
Absolutely. So you get the whole bunch of 12 by 12, super easy. You can just add your own touch of creativity. Half of the work is already done for you. Then you get your beautiful vellums, which can be used on all of the projects with all of your other brands. Think about all of the things that we love to do with vellum. These are, you can do your heat embossing on them. Use them as your vellum wraps, front covers, just so much that you can do with them. Add pencil on there. Then we get them lovely fold and send envelopes, which are really unique. I haven't seen anything like those before, particularly not here. And I just know that they're going to add that touch of elegance to your crafty project. So if you have made a beautiful card, let's see it through and make a beautiful envelope to go with. You know it's not a bill. When somebody opens it or sees it on their doorstep, they know somebody's made something with love for you. So you get those in there with the complementing stickers, and then moving down you have all of the lovely goody stuff that Stamps by Me love to do, and that is your embossing folders, 3D embossing folders like no other A6, which sees the design through the whole collection, and then that beautiful stamp and coordinating die. So if you do want to stamp that in a really light colour and do some no-line watercolouring and lose your evening and enjoy it, perfect. It's got large open spaces. You don't have to understand light and shade if you don't want to. The lines are drawn in there for you. Just follow those lines.
It's a terrific deal, it really is. 667614 is your item number. That's for your full collection. Remember, that gets you a chance to win that fabulous cruise around the Greek islands. One of you will find this ticket, this very ticket, inside your package. If you do, you've won that cruise +1 as well, which is amazing. Now, you've also got the chance to buy the smaller deal, which is the 12x12 paper pad and the vellums. Lots of you are actually adding those to the larger collection, so you've got even more. So that is absolutely a fantastic idea. But you can buy that individually if you want. 446843 is your item number. Remember, you get 10% off that price. Now, a couple of reminders of other items on the show. If you want to go for your 12x12 paper pad and your vellum, is that the right details? Yes. The picture needs to change. There you go. That's what I thought. Okay, right. Let's catch up with myself. This is your Memory Dies set mini album. You've got 9 dies in this. You saw this when we were showing you the tassels. £17.09. Great price. Remember, you can divide the cost of that. The tassels will give you the details of that again. Here we go. And remember, you've got these beautiful flowers as well. So the tassels and the flowers. £27.99, you've got 10% off that in the club. 536643 is your item number for that one. And then the acetates, you've got 4 different colourways, all very, very popular, very, very busy for those. And remember, when you do get them home, just peel off the sheet on the back, because these are clear to use them. And gold is approaching limited stock. Wow. Okay, back with Teresa.
Okay.
What we're going to have a look at now.
Okay, so I'm going to do something really quick.
Okay.
Because I think it's really important to show that the film.
Yes.
So I wanted to just...
it just comes straight off.
Straight off. Can you hear it? Feel how thick that is.
You see, that shows the quality of the acetate, doesn't it?
It's
when
incredible.
You've got that protective film on the back.
Exactly.
Amazing. Okay.
Exactly. So I want to show this. So you saw the tassels. Trust me, the tassels alone, oh goodness.
Oh, they are fantastic.
So I made a folio with, this is the gold dots.
Beautiful.
So I hear the gold is almost sold out.
Yeah, busy.
But, okay, so I made an envelope. So these envelopes, 2 seconds, right?
Yep.
But what I want to show you here too, so you can use it in different ways. This is one of my cute little, I have these cute little Teresa Collins notebooks. How cute is this? Gold,
very
gold,
nice.
right?
Yeah.
But you know what? When you touch it and you're
shed.
Well, not only that, but fingerprints and stuff.
Yep.
So I've cut a piece of gold stars. Can everybody see that? Look at this, you guys. It's amazing.
Yep.
So what you're going to do, and I want to prove to you, because I know you believe me, but I'm going to score it at 4 inches because we're going to make a cover. And this is, look at this, like you just score it.
And you'll notice there is no white mark.
There's no white mark.
That.
There is no white mark. Okay,
that is brilliant.
Look at this. Look at this, and then you're going to fold that over, and it does not crack because it's very thick. It's wonderful. And then this is how you make a cover. Say you buy a beautiful notebook, right? I'm going to do the gold side just because I want to do that. So you put it here, and this is a little trick, because who doesn't have notebooks? I have them in my collection. So then here's a little tip. This is just regular elastic, you guys. It's white elastic. And this will cover any of your notebooks.
What a great idea.
The best notebooks are Teresa Collins ones, just so you know.
Yep.
Got you there, right? And then you're going to just do this a couple times.
Yep.
And then this is a great way to use your acetate, you guys.
It
There's not one way.
It gives that protective layer, but it also makes something look quite extraordinary as well.
I can also hang a tassel here, but since we're like, this is called Zoom demoing.
Yes.
Yes,
we've only got about 6 minutes left of the show.
So there you go.
Get a box in there.
So you do this. Look at that, right?
Yeah.
And then I can put this inside my folio.
That is
a different way to use the acetate that you have to have.
Yeah, you certainly do. Oh,
there you
Teresa,
go.
that is fantastic.
Thank you.
And we are getting through the show. We've had a very busy show. We're going to head back to Toni. We are going to get another demo in, but I do want to remind you about that cruise. 7 days around the Greek islands with Toni and Teresa as well, getting a chance to hang out with them, craft with them, have dinner with them, chat with them, have fun with them as well. So there you go, both of those ladies on the cruise with you. 7 different ports that you'll be going to, including Thessalonica. You're also going to Mykonos. You'll be going to Santorini. So beautiful, fantastic Greek islands, getting in all of those ports, getting in all of that culture, and then of course heading off to Athens. Beautiful, beautiful city. And those are the other ones as well. Mykonos, Ephesus, I've been there. Rhodes, Santorini, and Hydra in Greece on the mainland. What a cruise! My goodness, what a cruise this has been.
I know.
Right, we've got about 5 minutes.
Right, so I'll show you quickly how I showed you earlier. I'm going to show you how to make a really quick box. So how I make boxes is I cut 2 pieces exactly the same, and then on one of them I take away a mill off the top and a mill off the side. Not off all 4, just a mill off the top and a mill off the side. So I leave the protective film on, whether this should be right or not, until the last minute, because I don't want fingerprints, because when it gets marked, it starts getting fingerprints.
So does that mean you're always going to work on the reverse?
You can work on either or, because guess what? Gold one side, silver the other. And if you look at it, it is quite cloudy, but that's because it's got that cover on. It is crystal clear when you take it off, as Teresa's already shown you. So I'm just going to pop this in here, and let's just go 1.
Now the gold is limited stock. You've only got a few moments to grab that and get it into your basket with it being limited stock. The ladies are back tomorrow. Whether this will be here, I don't know. With it being limited stock
tomorrow.
Yeah. That's the acetate, nothing else.
So you can see.
There you go.
Sorry, Dan.
That's all right.
Cutting you off there. So you can see I've got a cord 1 inch all the way around. You can just see it. There we go. Perfect. And look at that. No clouding. Absolutely delicious. Honestly. When Teresa mentioned this to me, I have experienced acetate before, and because you get that cloud, it's always put me off.
Yes.
And she's like, try it, Toni, honestly, try it. So I tried it. I was like, are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
It's a brilliant piece of engineering, that's for sure.
It's
and a great
construction way, and I've shown you this. I've already shown you this card, haven't I? Where it holds its own. So think about this on the top of a mantelpiece. It's so unique. You're going to be that is a mantle pleaser, and people are going to say to you, where did you buy it, or who made it? I need to know right now. You can put the details inside. It stands proud, stands tall, carries its own. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it certainly is.
So gorgeous. And all of the elements in the paper you can cut out, add toppers to. So these 2 pieces now, all you do is you just take your scissors and chamfer the corners. So on the straight line on one, and from the point to the centre. And this is going to give you this little element here, which means you can glue it together. Can we see that little triangle there? Super easy. So let's do this on all 4 sides, and you're going to do it on all of the 4 sides of the box and the base. Super easy. Now you can use glue that dries clear, and you can also use your tape runner. I like to use a tape runner, but do bear in mind that when you use a tape runner it does dry out, okay? So the box will eventually come apart. So if you have the courage, do both, and then you've got longevity. You know it's going to work. Yeah.
We have about how many minutes left of the show? Just over 2 minutes left of the show. We'll get Teresa to come over and join us. The reason why I'm telling you that, do make sure that you do check out your baskets. The ladies are back tomorrow. What time is the show tomorrow?
It is at 2
o'clock. 2 o'clock tomorrow. And you can continue to buy in between the shows, which a lot of people do. And of course, if you're going for any of the 2 main collections that we've got on the show, you get into the draw to win that fantastic cruise going around the Greek islands, which is very, very exciting.
Absolutely. So all you do is go all the way around on that score line I've done on my scoreboard, and you can see, look at this, it's just incredible. You can do it as hard as you want, and you will not get that halo or that awful line. It's so pretty. Then all you do is you get your corners and you tape them in, and you will have a lid and a base, and you will end up with something that looks quite gorgeous when you add some detail on top.
I think we need some marshmallows in there, Teresa, don't you?
Hot chocolate pouches.
Little hot chocolate pouches.
What good Christmas gifts.
Big ribbon
that
round.
Would be ideal.
Gorgeous.
I love that.
Ideal.
See, I'm using my hands.
Yes, yes.
I love that.
So
I love
pretty.
it.
So
ladies, I must say, what an amazing show. So much inspiration. We're trying to cram in as much as possible. Because there is just so much you can do with all the different elements that we've got in here.
I'm still going to stand here and play. We're going on.
Remember that cruise, 7 days +1. It's so generous and so very, very kind of you to do that with this collaboration, which is your first collection as well.
It is, and it won't be the last.
It won't be the last. And we would love for you to come with us on the cruise. So we're gonna spoil you.
Oh, was that a special invite for me?
Yeah.
I think it was. I think it was. Can we make a note of that, please?
Kathy's already coming.
Yeah.
She's
Yes.
She already going?
Yes.
And Tina? Well, I think I should. I'll carry your bags.
She's in a suitcase.
I'll carry your bags. Please do check out your baskets. We've had a busy show. Lots of the elements are limited stock as well. So head to the website. Remember, it's just one P&P, so it doesn't matter what you add to your order. It's one postage and packaging, and you can divide the cost as well in great ways with us here at Create and Craft. Teresa, Toni, thank you so much.
Thank you.
TT,
Thank
we're loving
you.
what you're doing. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely afternoon. They're not going to leave. They're just going to carry on crafting. We'll see you in a few moments' time.
Bye.
Right, coming up next, we're getting into the groove with Artina and Catherine. Tonic Studio Shadow Frames Die Collection One Day Special after that. And then if you fancy heading to Craft Extra, well, why not?
Beautiful presentation boxes can make such a difference for every occasion, especially when it comes to Christmas. We have got 10 of these fabulous boxes ready to build from Anna Marie Designs. These are fabulous and no glue required. Literally everything will just sort of slot into place. So it's very easy to put together. Nice sturdy cardstock as well. It's going to be lightweight enough to be maneuverable, but heavy enough to sort of keep everything nice and sturdy. What you put in it is entirely up to you. You can decorate them accordingly with your papers. It could be embellishments, ribbons, bows, whatever you fancy. They are the great size as well for like putting your Christmas crackers in. So if you've made a crafty Christmas cracker, why not pop it into the box? Now our quick pick price on these is $26.99 if you are in the club, and we do have 3 flexi payments as well. The item number on this one is 547-298. 547-298. 10 of the boxes ready to go, no glue required, and the most beautiful way to present anything for any occasion.
Quick picks, craft and must-haves at top pick prices.
Hi, I'm Leslie from Chocolate Baroque, and we design and manufacture our own rubber stamps right here in the northeast of England. We have a wonderful in-house designer called Sue, who hand draws all the images, which we then transfer into rubber stamps. We have very, very elaborate designs. We have everything from steampunk right through to beautiful florals, and then we have scenic and we have words. Our stamps are beautifully elaborate, very, very detailed, exquisitely etched, and the quality is next to none. So good that if you look after your stamps, we guarantee them for a lifetime. Whether it's stamping, mixed media, or art journaling, join us for our journey into everything creative and messy, and see what you can create with our stamps.
Shopping online with Create and Craft has just got easier with PayPal's Pay in 3 plan. Spread the cost of your basket, whether there is one item or many, with 3 interest-free payments. Simply choose Pay in 3 at checkout and pay for purchases between £30 and £2,000 over 3 equal instalments for the next 3 months. No fees, no interest. Spread the cost of your shopping with PayPal's Pay in 3 plan at Create and Craft.
Wasn't that a lovely show with the girls there? Now, a very good afternoon to you all. Now, we've got another fantastic hour ahead with Groovy, and Tina's back with us. I'm delighted for this, Tina, because you've been in quite a lot lately, but we've been crossing over, we've been passing each other, haven't we?
Thursday last.
Was it only last Thursday? Was it?
On, yes.
Oh, wow.
So, I love
keeping
it.
you busy,
Nice.
keeping you busy. That's what we like.
It's fun because I come here, I completely switch off from the world out there. I get to play at my heart's content with something I absolutely love. So
absolutely,
it's a good day for me when I'm here.
And your designs we've got as well here, haven't we? Which is so good to bring these to you. It's absolutely perfect. Let's have a look at the bundle then, because it is a lovely collection. Tell us a little bit about this, Tina.
So these. Actually, there's a story behind this one.
Okay.
I don't know if the viewers, you're aware, I had taken a break for a while.
Yeah.
And then things settled down at home, so then I rejoined Clarity to start again. And Barbara said, would you design something completely simple? I'm thinking, oh, I can do simple. I can do simple.
You can do everything.
So I was really honored that, you know, I was asked to do this for their birthday celebration, you know, and they called it Keeping It Simple, or KISS, Keeping It Simple Stencil Stamps sort of range. And then they converted it into Groovy plates, and I thought, this is getting better and better, you know. So, yeah, they're really simple designs, because if you're just starting off your journey with Groovy, if you haven't seen it, we're going to demonstrate. They're really simple designs to get you started. Small cards if you want. You can make them bigger if you wish. But you've got instant art that's going to look absolutely pretty and beautiful. Add a bit of coloring, line art. Yes. Then if you want to do embossing and other things, you can.
Do you know, the first thing I think when I look at the plates as well is, although we're keeping it simple, the way that you can build these together so easily. You know, you can go with one single little flower. You could create a whole busy sort of page if you wanted to, if you wanted to take it that far. So we are sort of covering everybody, aren't we? We're talking maybe to the beginners there who want to get on the journey, keeping it simple. But then sometimes we want those quick and easy cards. Sometimes we want to sort of challenge ourselves and find different ways of building all the elements together as well.
What I've done for today's shows is, for the first show, I'm keeping it super simple. And then for the second show, we're adding a bit more to it and making it into, you know, not complicated, I wouldn't say, but
just a little bit more elaborate with it.
And you can see how they work in both ways, how they look pretty just as they are, or if you want to add it into I give it even more bigger wow factor, then we do that this afternoon. So hopefully everyone can stay tuned. It's a gorgeous
collection. I've got samples to show you, I've got boards to show you as well. Let's just have a look what you've got though, because you're getting 4 of the A6 plates. You're also getting 4 of the spacer plates. You can see all those decorative elements on there as well. All will become clear if you're wondering what a spacer plate is. We'll certainly go through everything for you. 361091 is the item number, just to bring the boards in. So taking the plates as they are, all of the elements here, just use an embossing tool onto parchment, just onto white parchment, so you can see all of the detail. Then how you take it from here is entirely up to you, isn't it, Tina?
So for example, you know, that one, it's got a frame, it's got the circle, just the line art in itself looks so beautiful. And as a matter of fact, this is in our first demo that I'm going to use. Yes.
Oh, nice.
And just to see how pretty it can look just with a bit of coloring. This one is the flower stems, which works perfectly with the landscape or the mountains and hills plates in your starter kit. So if you've got your starter kit, then take out that plate, because you've got the flower stems that will fit perfectly to create a beautiful landscape for you.
Gorgeous. Now the next plate.
This one is gorgeous. It's a flower arrangement. Is that what you would call it?
Or a spray.
It's also got
flower spray, maybe, or a little bouquet.
So it's also got individual flower stems, so you could create a meadow of flowers. But we're going to use this plate to create a butterfly out of. Those
flowers from the flowers?
Yes, those flowers we're going to use to make a butterfly.
I'm even more excited now. I need to see that. Now the 4th plate. We just move on there. Again, this is lovely. That we recognise your style, that sort of doodle style, the little dots. It's wonderful.
So this one has got corners, for example, because, well, I like to put corners on my cards. So we've got the corners with elements hanging. I think on Thursday we had, you know, Christmas elements that had lots of dangly things. And I'm really into things that are dangling off my cards. So we've got the corners with the flowers dangling, as well as the flower arrangement.
Wonderful. And then, of course, we do have the spacers. So the spacers, can you just tell us briefly how these work?
Yeah. So these plates are A6 plates, which means that, no, let me start again. They're A6 plates. We need the spacer to fit into the plate mate that's in the starter kit.
Okay.
The plate mate in the starter kit has a window of an A5 square. So because it's A6 rectangle, there's that little space left. So then there's the spacer plate, again jam-packed with lots of flower stems,
that's the point, isn't it?
And everything. So everything, it's usable in there. Everything you can put together to create your own creations.
And that's the point, because it could have been just sort of a regular piece of acrylic that could have been the spacer, but no, we've given you those 4 plates there with all that detail on. Means you can, you know, really extend on those projects. Now we've got samples here. I'm going to try and go through some of the names on the back just to give credit where credit's due. This is one of Carol's.
So pretty.
Very, very
so
pretty. And you can see those other techniques have been brought to life as well within this sample.
So the centerpiece in that one, for example, is one of the flower arrangements. And then around there, Carol has done grid work, you know, just to enhance it, to add a bit extra to the card.
Gorgeous. And the designer papers behind there work beautifully. Actually, this is Carol's as well. Very pretty in those colours again.
Very pretty, where, you know, choosing the little elements that are right throughout all the plate collections to fill in the various sections in the layout plates, one of Linda's layout plates.
Beautiful. And then we've got one from Karen there. Very pretty colours again.
So pretty again.
Oh, what a clever use of the dragonfly.
The dragonflies, isn't that? She's created a frame around it, but once again, very simple, clean design. With a bit of colouring, and then she's done embossing on the dragonfly.
Absolutely. Now, talking of colour, when we see Francis's
how different the same
samples.
flower arrangement looks with colour and on black parchment. It's and it's the same flower arrangement. So depending on what level you are at, you can really change the look of the design.
Gorgeous. And then one more sample for now. We've got a tag there as well, which works so beautifully.
So these are the little elements that are on the spacer plates, and she's created the tag with, which is
that just shows how useful they are then. That's another one of Karen's. Now, busy on these already. Item number 361091. Did I hear 10% of the stock has gone already? Yes, I did. You've got a gorgeous saving on there as well. So savings across the board for everybody, but club members, of course, you've got the biggest saving. Now, moving along just for the moment from those gorgeous designs there, we've got another couple of plates for you. Now, these are different because, well, we can see straight away we've got a different size plate. These are your Doodle plates. Now, these are very, very clever again, aren't they? Because I presume the whole idea is, again, you can build up those beautiful images. You can put them together, you can change them around, you can pattern build, you can create all sorts of wonderful elements with them.
So these are A5 plates, A5 rectangle plates, and they have the medallions that will say your happy birthday, thinking of you, sending you love. I can't remember at the top of my head all of them, but you've got 4 medallions on each plate with different wordings on them, and then lots of little elements that will fit either within the medallions, or you could use them to put around cards, create meadows again, or just randomly between framework, but lots of options there.
Do you know what I'm loving as well, Toni? Although we've got so many elements within the plates, first of all, your collection, the one that we saw in the beginning, and also this one as well, because the way they're set out on the plates, straight away I'm looking at it and thinking, for someone who's never done this before, maybe wanting to start that journey, it doesn't look daunting just to see them set out the way they are on the plates. It doesn't confuse you.
No. Everything is very individualized sort of thing, you know, with the spacing and things that you can see. There's the medallion, you can see a flower. Pick a flower you like and fit it within the center of the circle, the wording. So
let's get that one the right way up for you. There we are.
I mean, to be honest, the medallions was Clarity Headquarters idea, which is great. I only did the little doodly things because that's as far as my brain works.
I love the wording. Chin up buttercup we've got there.
But
happy birthday
so cute,
to you.
the medallions.
Love
is that
you.
what they're called?
Oh, love. What does that say? I'm twisting my head around to read that. Love you. Sweet. It's got sweet pea on it, hasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Love you lots, sweet pea. From me to you is the one at the bottom there. There's little florals, the foliage. We've even got raindrops on there.
And you've got things that you could create borders with as well. So, for example...
Oh, sorry. Did you want to point something else on
For
there?
example, there's the flowers here are the little going the other way. The leaves there that you could create as borders.
Yeah.
You could extend them to make them into borders. So you're covered for a lot of card making ideas there.
You certainly
from
are.
borders to corners to main elements.
Let's have a little look at one or two of the cards and see how the design team
That is so
have
cute.
worked
So
with
this
these.
is what I was saying about the 4 flowers I showed just now, where she's created the little dangling
Yeah, the little
ribbon
hanging
sort
elements.
of thing, and the leaf as well.
Really, really pretty. This one here by Cara. Oh, lots of beautiful
so
colours
beautiful.
in there.
I mean, a massive thank you to the design team. They do make the designs come
They
alive.
always do.
And the inspiration they provide us with, it's just immense. So thank you.
A massive thank you, you know, from everyone, not just Tina, it's the whole team here, you know, everybody at home must appreciate, of course, all of the work that goes into these samples, because the inspiration that is provided here makes such a difference to everybody.
It does, because it takes you, sometimes when you get the plates, you don't immediately see what you can do with them other than, you know, do them as they are. But when the design team put all their work into it, it really opens your eyes, well, it opens my eyes anyway, into what more I can do with them.
Absolutely.
The color options, how you can combine them with other plates you may have. So, yeah, thank
Simply
you.
stunning. That's all I can say. 551884 is the item number there if you want to go for the flower doodles. That's the duo, the A5 plates. Then moving down again, we're visiting that time of year, aren't we? It's almost upon us now, the festive season. So this is a beautiful festive collection. 4 plates here, and again, a different size of plate.
Yes, so these are A5 square plates that will fit as they are into your plate mate.
Okay.
That's in your starter kit, sorry.
Wonderful.
I probably said that. Yeah, Christmas elements. These were on last month.
Okay.
So the projects we did will be available on Rewind to watch if you,
that's good to know.
if you
Yes, of
like what you
course.
see.
Yep.
But also I've already blogged the step-by-steps from them that you can visit and follow the photos or words. Don't read the words.
There's
I
an
always
awful
say,
lot out there
when
on
I write words,
socials.
no one should read them really. Just follow the photos. They make enough sense.
She's brilliant. She's brilliant at everything. Read the words as well.
No. Well, unless you want to have a giggle. Yes. Because a number of times my son's like read something and he thought, Mom, did you read this back? I'm like, yeah, but it made sense to me. And he's like, did you pick up on the grammar mistakes, spelling mistakes, you know, spell check gone wrong in a few places?
Well, you've got your own spell checker there, so we know you'll be good to go. Let's have a look at the boards then. Again, break those elements down, use them in so many different ways. These have been created just as you've seen them on the plates. Lovely to have the various different sizes, the different themes, of course, so there's something to suit everybody across this show. Aren't these delightful? They really, really are. 872186 is the item number. I will show you 1 or 2 samples here as well, if I may, just to give you an idea of what you can create with these as well.
So this should be on Rewind. That was one of the projects we did last month.
That is beautiful.
And that one as well was from last month that we did.
There we go. I'm just going to sneak one more in front because I love it. There it is. Let's just go with that one.
Isn't that
872186. You don't have favourites, you never do that, but you know, you just look down and you see these samples, you think, I've got to show some more. Right, now the starter kit we've also got available as well, so if you're watching, you're thinking, right, this is it, I'm going to start with Tina's collection, or maybe the Doodle flowers, or perhaps you're going to go festive. If you haven't got the starter kit, this is the way to go. Now you do get the plate in there, the plate mate to fit all of the plates, of course, you've got extra plates in there, you've got some really, really useful elements. You also get the tools from 1 to 4, which is all you need to get going. You've even got that little cloth to take away, you know, to give you that slick on top of your parchment. Parchment included as well, so you literally can take this out from the box and make a start on it. Great price as well, £16 saving if you're in the club. 535632 is the item number that you need. Please do get your emails in if you've got questions for Tina this hour, or if you've got something you want to share with us, maybe something you've made, then we'd love to hear from you. studio@createandcraft.com. Right, Tina, we started with your collection then.
Yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to create this card, which is basically just line art and coloring. And I'll show you another sample I've done where I've done a bit of embossing to it as an option, the same card, and it looks different.
Okay.
But for demo purposes, for anyone starting new, this is a perfect place because it is literally line art and coloring.
Brilliant.
Fun. So I'm going to start off with, well, I'm going to put that on the side. And what I've done is using my pico die, nested square pico die, I've cut out my parchment, 4th largest square.
Right, okay, yeah.
I haven't embossed the double outlines from the Groovy plate for this occasion, but you know, if anyone wants, they can do that. So I'm going to jump to straight to the plates. So let's explain the spacer plates and things. So what we have in the starter kit is the embossing mat, which is hard on one side and soft on the other side for all the emboss work. Okay. So when you do the line art, I put it on the hard side, the plate mate that's in the starter kit over it, and we can see there's the window in there. So these plates are A6 plates, so they move about.
Yeah.
So the spacer plate was created to fit in there. So then everything fits.
No wobble on those, is there?
No. So everything fits. What I like to do is when I've got 2 plates like this, I just stick them at the top.
Okay.
Just so it doesn't move about as I'm embossing. So I'm going to take the plate, the parchment, and I am going to emboss the frame and line art, part of the circle. And what I'll do is I'm going to do a little bit and jump to one I have done before. I just want to show the layering. If I bring the card actually into the picture, I can show you how I have changed the center slightly, where it's got the thanks and the other flowers there. But I wanted to bring in one of the circle wordings in there.
Oh, one of the little medallions.
Yeah. So I want to get to that stage to show everyone how we do that by just leaving out various bits. And then I'll jump to one I did before. So about center-ish, she says, fiddling. And I'm sticking it down using Groovy tabs.
Now, of course, details for the starter kit still on the screen there. Do think about having a go at this. If you've not jumped on that bus yet, that journey that everybody's on, that Groovy journey, then you know you're going to be invited in today, that's for sure. The little tabs that you use in there as well, Tina, are they part of the accessory set?
Yes, they come with the Groovy guard. There's the tabs.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'm supposed to remember something else. But yes, they're in the Groovy accessories set.
You will find everything. If it's not on the show today, there's loads in the brand shop as well. We'll bring the details up for the accessories, so you don't have to search around for those. Well worth having. There they are. So you get 20 sheets of clear parchment, you get the Groovy guard, which you can see on the screen at the moment, and 16 of the Groovy tabs, which are totally reusable. Quite a number of times, actually, aren't they?
Yes, I use mine like forever. So what I did is I've rubbed the parchment with the tumble dry sheet, because it will help the tools glide.
And you do
smoother.
get a sheet in with the starter kit again, don't you? So you don't even have to go out shopping for that.
No. In the starter kit, there's the tools. So there's the number 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 in size order they go, but they're labeled in there. So for this, because I'm keeping it super simple, I have embossed everything with the number 1 tool, which will give us the crisp white outlines.
Okay.
So what I've done, I'm going to swap to one I have, is I've put pencil grips on mine, in case viewers are wondering what the pink and green on my thing is.
So that's
just
a personal
pencil
choice
grips.
then?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to start with is, first, so I don't forget, I know I want to leave a space here for the wording.
Okay.
This is the back of our work, so we have to think sort of mirroring it on the back.
Yeah.
So if I do it on the left corner on the front, it will be on the right,
of course,
which is where I want it. So I want to leave this little gap here of no embossing. So just so that I don't forget, I'm going to start off there. I want to leave about this much, and just enough gap to put some words across there.
So as long as you know which words are going to go in there, then you can gauge that really quite easily, can't you?
Yeah, so for example, which one did I use? Oh, it's here. Never mind.
Oh, it's on one of the spaces.
Yeah, I put it, I was trying to be organised, except I forgot.
Well, you're not going to lose it there, Tina, that's for sure.
Exactly.
We'll know where to find it.
But you can always put like your, so say if I wanted get well soon, I would put it backwards because that's how you're going to see it as you're working. And you will be able to see how much you want to emboss. So with get well soon, for example, I can do the whole swirl and just the 2 little circles in there. So that's the only space I need to leave.
Right.
So have a look, there's so many words, greetings on all the plates. But because my greeting is going to go across there, I don't need these stems.
So you can see as well, now just to reiterate what's been mentioned so many times, but it's so important on each show that this is said. If you are a beginner and you're watching Tina now and thinking, well, how does she keep within the lines? How does she follow that through? You have got that groove. That's why it's called Groovy. You've got that groove that you work into, Tina, haven't you? And if you slip out of it, it's not going to mark the parchment, is it?
No, it doesn't.
There you go.
It only embosses where there's the grooves. And I did forget, to be honest, to say, is that as long as you can read the Groovy the right way up, that's the side.
Right way up. Yeah.
So the grooves have been laser etched on the acrylic plate to a specific depth. So your number 1 tool fits perfectly in those grooves to give you the crisp white outlines.
And it's great that the tools are numbered because you've got 2 ends to that and they are numbered for you clearly, but the number 1 tool doesn't have a ball on it, does it? It's on the flat end.
So because for this one, I know I wasn't going to do any embossing inside the various elements. I just want to keep it super simple. I'm just coloring. I'm doing everything with the number 1 tool. But for example, if I wanted to, you know, emboss inside those circles, then I would swap over and emboss with the number 2 tool to give me a softer white outline. And what that does is it makes it easier to emboss inside and lose the, not the harsh outline, but the crisp white outline. Otherwise, it's really hard to lose that outline.
If we're just doing line art, how hard do we have to press? Are you putting much pressure on there with the tool?
No, I like to do it gently, so I do it sort of softly a few times as opposed to in one go. But everyone, to be honest, works differently. I think some people may be able to do it in one go. For me, I like to do it gently. And also it breaks the fibers of the parchment in a more gentle way.
Yeah. That's the thing, we don't want to be too harsh with it. We've got to be... You think parchment's going to be really super delicate, but actually it's a lot sturdier than you imagine.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You can do so much with this paper. You can make it into lanterns, boxes, and they're very sturdy.
Little gift bags. We've seen all sorts of amazing creations from the design team over the shows and the years now. Now, I can tell you we are busy on this collection. 20% of the stock is now gone. Don't forget, you are getting 4 of the A6 plates. You're getting 4 of the spacer plates as well. It's crammed full of different elements that you can create with, building up the designs. Maybe for the very first time, just trace them out like you see on the board. So you get used to the tool, you get used to the plates, and then you can start seeing past that. You can start to build those designs together. Definitely take inspiration from the samples we show, from the demonstrations, and also, Tina, from social media, because there's a lot going on out there, isn't there, with yourself, with Barbara and Paul and the whole team?
Yes, so like on Facebook, there is 2 groups that, you know, if you're just starting your journey, we would recommend you join, or if you've already started and not joined, it's Groovy Worldwide and Clarity Worldwide. You will find so much inspiration there. The whole design team is there. So if you're new, you have questions, you know, ask a question and you'll have so many, so much help. It's a really supportive community place to be. If you've got a plate and you're not quite certain what you want to do with it, you know, say I have, just mention I have this plate. Has anyone got, you know, cards they've done? Can you show me?
Yeah, we love to see, don't we?
So many options, you know, that come up of what people have done with those plates, which is always really nice.
Yeah, I find it very therapeutic just watching you. I've said this before, Tina. You know, when I do the shows, whether it's yourself or Barbara or Paul, I just find I'm absorbed into the techniques that you show us. I'm watching, I'm studying, and you do want to pick up that tool and have a go.
Yeah, it's just so super relaxing to do this because the grooves are already there.
Yeah, get into the groove, everybody. That's what you need to do.
And for me, I say this every time. As soon as, you know, you emboss the line art, I just think it's magic how something clear like this turns so crisp white. I just think it's magic.
And of course, we're still looking just from the back. When you do the real reveal on the front and you see how that has transferred right the way through that parchment, it kind of takes your breath away every single time.
Yeah, it's just so beautiful. I mean, parchment paper in itself is really beautiful. But the same design, you know, if you do it, for example, if you have colored parchment, rainbow parchment, designer parchment, each time you use the design, you know, on a different parchment, it's going to look different, which is the nice thing, you know. So there we go. There's the frame done. And like I said, I've left this corner.
Yeah.
Before I take it off here, what I want to do is I want to put the medallion in there.
Okay.
But I need to know where I'm going to put it. So I'm just going to emboss part of this circle along there.
Okay.
To give me a rough guide of where my circle is. There we go.
Okay. Yeah. I can see that clearly.
Okay. So I'm ready to take that off. And if I turn that round, I'll show you what that looks like so far on the front.
Okay.
Actually, while I have got that spacer plate there, I will put the words in as well. So that's
now
the
look at
front.
this.
So
look
this is
at
where I was
this.
saying, you know, my words are going to go there.
How crisp does that look?
Yeah.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, let's carry on, Tina.
Let me put the words in quickly, since I have got it here.
Okay.
So I had chosen wishing you a perfect day because my center medallion was going to say happy birthday. And what better way than to put wishing you a perfect day as well on it. So I want it approximately there.
A couple of the tabs. Do go for the accessory set if you haven't got it yet. It's
just
very
going to
important.
stick that down with the tabs. I'm going to give it another quick rub. How are we doing for time?
Details at the bottom of the screen for the accessory pack if you're looking for the number there. We've got just under half an hour left.
Oh, that's okay then.
You're doing
I can
great.
continue with this. I really think it's important to show how the layout, how I'm going to lay things
absolutely.
out. Because if you're starting off, yes, as much as, you know, we recommend emboss the plate as is, it'll give you lots of ideas, but I'm also fully aware that there'll be people there who've already started and would like to see the next stage of how they can mix and match plates.
Sometimes it's nice to kind of strip it back a little bit though, isn't it? So, you know, anybody that is wanting to start this as a craft or maybe been watching, been sitting on the fence and now they can see the simplicity that can be created. And also, you know, it doesn't have to be confusing at all.
And also they can see how quick you can do this. You know, it really does. I think this card on the whole took me about an hour and a half or something to do at the tops.
Yeah, that's quite amazing.
Which is really,
we do
for parchment. That's very quick.
Well, sometimes we start a project and we think, yeah, I'll spend half an hour on this, and at the end of the day, you look at your watch and you realise you've been sat there for hours and hours, and that could be just die cutting, you know, and using your inks and making your backgrounds. So you should never set yourself a time limit, I don't think.
No.
Because if you're enjoying that craft, who cares how long it takes?
I think I spent longer deciding the colours I wanted to use.
Now, a quarter of the stock is now gone on Tina's beautiful Groovy plate collection here. The flowers, that's what we've got for you. The 4 A6 plates, the 4 spacer plates, all in one bundle. with a great saving. It's a lovely saving of £10 if you're in the club, bringing that price down. Do look at the different options for payments as well on the website. 361091 is the item number. I am just going to remind you of the Flower Duo. This is a lovely set again. I mean, they will work together. We're going to see, of course, one of the medallions used in the demonstration. That saving there, bringing the price down to £17.98. Should be £12.99 each, I think, those. 551884 is the item number there. Club members, you're paying £8.99 a plate with that discount. These are A5 plates, really, really good deal. The starter kit, very, very important. If you're thinking, right, yeah, this is it, this is the time, this is the show, I'm going to get on that groovy bus and I'm going to join in with everybody else. Go for the starter kit. You will be able to unpack this and just get going straight away. Now, a third of the starter kit has gone again this hour already. 535632 is the item number. Saving £16 today. I cannot tell you how valuable that kit is. Seriously, it is so worth getting that. Once you get going, you will not want to stop. You will want to learn all those other techniques as well. But back to Tina for now. Again, we're stripping it back a little bit. We're keeping it a little bit more simple at the moment, which is just wonderful.
Yeah. So I've put the words in, wishing you the perfect day.
Okay.
So I'm ready to put something in the center here. And I was going to use this plate here, which is one of the A5 plates, and there's a happy birthday. It reads the other way, but on the front, happy birthday.
Okay.
And we turn it over so we can read Groovy the right way up. And this is an A5 plate, and I'll be honest, I forgot the plate mate that fits the A5 plate, because well, it's in my bag. I just forgot to take it out.
Yes, the starter kit one is a smaller size.
Yes, that's a smaller size. So there is an A5 plate.
Is the A5 one the one with the calligraphy? Is that the one? We may
I can't remember
have one.
at the top of my
We may be able
head.
to dig one out for you, Tina.
And I think when I made the notes, I probably forgot to mention that.
Okay.
Sorry, Paul. Sorry,
Oh,
Barbara.
I'm sure you'll be forgiven. Don't worry, we can show a picture of this. We'll bring it up on the screen for you. I think Lottie's found it, so we'll bring the details up.
The idea of the plate mates is basically when you have the plate mate, it keeps your parchment flat on the thing. So, for example, my plate mate is my plate is small, so there's always the risk I might crease it there. So I am going to be super careful that I don't do that.
Okay.
But the plate mate keeps everything flat.
So it works in exactly the same way as the one in the starter kit, but obviously you've got that larger opening there. You can see how the plate fits inside. You've got the alphabet, the calligraphy alphabet around the outside. This is the lovely thing with Groovy, with Barbara and the whole team. You know, when designs are made and created, everything is well thought out. They could have just gone with that plain frame again, but no, look at the amount of content that you're getting within that plate mate on its own. 320411 is the item number. I've got to say, I love the flourishes in there as well. I'd be using those loads.
It's beautiful, and I will be sure to have it to take it out of my bag for this afternoon.
I'm sure you'll be forgiven. Don't worry, Tina. And actually, sometimes, you know, perhaps if you want, even once you've got that, you might be on the travels and take a few bits and pieces with you. You might forget to take it. And it is best to have it, obviously, because you don't want to risk damaging the parchment.
No.
But if you're very, very careful, you can work around
that's
it
why
to a
I'm
point.
trying to keep sort of, I'm leaning on this side, so I don't lean anywhere near the parchment.
You're doing brilliantly, don't worry about that.
But, you know, it happens. Life happens. And I am sorry, but I can't change it now.
Also, as well, you know, if you've got a budget, maybe you're collecting as you go along, you take on board all the hints and tips that are given.
Yeah. I think, you know, that's one of the things that if you are on a budget, you can see, you can still, with the bigger plates, you can still use them. Yes, put them on your wish list because it's something that will really help you in the long run. But for example, if you're just starting off, you know, you've bought your the starter kit today, you're not quite certain as to how things work, for example. So until you don't get used to it, I don't know if everyone, you know, I'm really bad. I buy everything. which probably I
me and you are
shouldn't
very
really
alike,
say.
aren't we?
I just want everything all the time. If I'm learning something new, I just want it all.
And then we have to find the time to use it all, don't we?
Yes.
But it's there
It's
waiting
there,
for us
waiting.
every single day. And once you get cracking, that's it. You're hooked, aren't you? Especially when it comes to Groovy. Now, I've got to tell you, you're forgiven already. Paul's emailed in.
Thank you.
He says, "Don't worry, Tina. All is forgiven.
Thank you, Paul.
Just don't do it again." No, he didn't say that. I'm making that bit up.
I think Paul would probably not say that because the chances are I would do it again. He'd be like, nah, no point saying that to her. Okay. Let's take that. And the wording on these medallions is just so fine. It is so delicate. If I turn that round, look at that. So
How crisp again is that?
So crisp. For something so tiny, because the grooves are just perfect. To, even something as tiny as that. It's
the
just
little
really,
dot on the eye, you can see it so clearly.
It's so pretty. Everything is just perfectly made.
I've got to admit it, when I first saw those plates and I saw the medallions, I thought, are we going to be able to achieve that with the tool? Are we? So it's great to see it live on air, and you can see how precisely that is created there. All of that wording. A quarter of the stock has gone, actually, when it comes to the duo there, the flower doodle. So busy on that one as well. 551884 is the item number. And we're just scratching the surface with everything, really, aren't we?
I'm not going to do the next bit.
Okay.
But I want to show you what you would do because I want to go to creating that butterfly in the middle using the flower.
Oh yes, I've forgotten about this.
Before I do the flower, I go back to the same plate we were using to create the frame and that. You would put it back on, and because we've got the grooves for the circle, it's going to fit, it's going to lock in place. You stick it down and out, she says, not having done that properly, but you know what I mean. There you go.
do feel it just sort of sit in there, don't you?
Yeah, it'll just lock back into the grooves. You emboss the flowers around the circle, around the medallion. You emboss all those flowers with your number 1 tool. And if I just quickly jump to, because I want to get to the coloring bit.
Oh, lovely.
And then maybe...
Even there though, Tina, when you put that back on that plate, you might decide just to do the little spray of flowers at the top. You might want to fill the whole of the area. So you've still got the choices as you go along. You can make those decisions as you work.
So for the flowers, for the butterfly, I've used one of these flowers. So have a look and see which one fits best. I think I had used this one. Or, no, that's too tiny. I'm going to go with this one. So I'm going to move that tab out of the way and put it here. So now to create the butterfly, let's do it this way. No, she says this way. And I'm going to stick that down. So at an angle like this, it will make sense when I start embossing that.
Yeah, I think we can kind of see the direction you're going in already, but it's great to watch.
What you're going to do is the center.
Okay.
I'm not going to do the little diddly-do in there. This little diddly-don't, like you said last time.
A diddly-do and a diddly-don't.
Because I'm going to cover that with glitter anyway for my center. I'm going to leave the one petal out.
Yeah.
And just do the 4, so you've got the 4 butterfly wings.
Yeah, the more we're going through this hour, the busier we're getting as well. Now, when it comes to Tina's wonderful collection, 1/3 of the stock has now gone. What time are you on later, Tina?
I am on at 5.
5 o'clock.
So,
Who are you with at 5? Let me try and work that out.
I am with Martin.
Martin, oh, lovely.
And there we go. We have the butterfly wings, but our butterfly needs antennae. So I'm going to use part of that.
Isn't that
and
clever?
We have the butterfly. But the butterfly antennae needs...
Tina, I've got a question. Did you create that flower with the intention of making it into a butterfly? Did you see that when you created it? Oh, so that was kind of a happy accident in a sense.
Yes, I just like, the double petal flower like that.
Work?
But then when I saw it like in the Groovy plate, I thought, oh, it's a butterfly. I see a butterfly.
It could also be a bow. You could create a bow out of it as well.
Yeah. That's good. Have you not? I'm going to have lots of bows now as well. Yeah. But because the end of my antennae needed little dots, so using the dot from one of the eyes, I have got that. So we have a butterfly with the antennae and everything.
Look at that. That is incredible how that has been brought together for us. It's just wonderful. Oh, Tina.
So we do colouring. And
I'd love to see some colouring.
Just have a couple of minutes.
You can indeed, you can indeed. We'll have a little bit of a recap. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll show you a picture, of course, of Tina's collection there. So that's your 4 A6 plates and your 4 spacer plates together. We'll have a closer look at these as well. Please don't forget the starter kit, especially if you've not started your journey. This is essential, really, isn't it? We'll bring the details up for you there. 535632. Genuinely, you can just take that out of the packaging and get going with the plates that are already included, because you've got your plate mate there. You've got the board as well, double-sided, remember, for different techniques. You've got parchment, you've got the tools, you've got various different plates in there, so you're creating straight away. Now back to Tina's collection. We'll go through a few more samples, I think, here as well, because of course we didn't get to see them all earlier on. I do like to try and be fair for the design team as well and show as many as I possibly can. So you can see all of the plates there, 4 A6 plates and the spacer plates as well. You've seen how important they are, but to have all of that detail included on those plates. Look around the set that we've got here. We've got the most incredible samples there, bringing in techniques that if you're a starter you won't know about yet possibly, but you will work towards that. If you're just loving Tina's designs and you haven't seen this before and you're thinking, do you know what, I can mix this, I'm going to go with a little bit of the cutting around the edge there, I'm going to do some white work, I'm going to play with those colours, then of course you're going to bring in all those other items that you've already got as well. Item number for the whole collection is 361091. Lovely saving of £10 here today for you, so definitely worthwhile popping it into your basket. Don't forget the capped P&P, so if you're going for more than one item, maybe you want to, you know, get some extra papers or something like that, maybe you're going for more than one collection, then of course £3.95 is all you will be paying. Now, who's done this one? This is another one from Carol. Really bright, vivid colours used on that one, which works perfectly. Every sample I'll show you, you will see they are completely different. This gorgeous one from Sheila. Those, I've forgotten how Tina describes now, but the corners with the dangly areas. She loves the dangly bits on her cards, she said. I so agree. It could be corners, it could be a whole framework there. You could use those individually, they could go in all 4 corners because you've got the left, you've got the right, so you can turn them which way ever you please. This next card, another one from Sheila, completely different. Look at that with the wall in there and those flowers, how they're growing there. It's almost as though they've been planted perfectly in a lovely little garden area. Then bringing in the next one from Karen, using designer papers there in the background, or the designer parchments, bringing those colours together, all of that detail. Very simple work with the tool, of course, that you get in the starter kit, and it just keeps going, doesn't it? This collection is going to continue to give each and every single time. I adore every one of the samples. Such a talented team. Yeah, check out your baskets, everybody. 40% of the stock has gone. Can I just show one more, please? I'm so sorry, I've just spotted this one. This is another one from Carol. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that beautiful? That's the rainbow papers, isn't it? I think that have been used there. And the ribbon work. Oh my word, I'm in awe. I really, really am. Right, okay, I must move on though, because I've got more to share with you. Duo, been busy. 40% of the stock has gone on this one. Let's bring in those details for you so you can see exactly what you need. You need the item number, then you can pop these into your basket. You can check that basket out. If there's anything else you want to pop in there, make sure it's included in the same order to get that capped P&P. All of those elements there, the A5 Groovy Plate Duo. It's the Flowered Doodles by Tina. 551884 is the item number there. Now I think we went through the samples that we had earlier on, but I'll pick 1 or 2 up again so we can just go over, you know, some of the designs, some of the inspiration that we've seen previously. I didn't mean to pick another one up by Carol. I'm trying to be fair. That is Carol's though, so I'm going to bring one of Karen's in next. There we are. That's a beautiful one from Karen. Let me see if I can find another name. We've got one from Glynis here. Isn't that gorgeous? Again, using the designer papers. And Have we got two different Carols on the team? We've got a Carol with an E and a Carol without an E, I think, because this one is Carol with an E. 551884 is the item number if you do want to go for our duo. Now, I'm going to share something else with you. $12.99 each is what you should be paying for these plates. Look at the club price. You've got an £8 saving. It works out at $8.99 each today. Yeah, very generous saving. 551884. Now, I've been talking about the capped P&P. We can remind you a little bit more about that with Nigel and Dan.
You get the goodies, I'll get the door.
Okay.
Hello, Create and Craft Delivery.
Wow, this is the biggest order I've ever seen.
Haven't you heard? If you order anything from Create and Craft now, it's a cap P&P of $3.95 per order.
Cap P&P of only $3.95 for all of this?
Yes, it doesn't matter what you order or how many different items you buy.
What, even the really heavy stuff like this?
Yes, sewing machines, die-cutting machines, everything in the van.
Oh, there we go. That's the last of it.
I don't think they're at home. We'll have to come back later. I'll warm up the van.
Oh, hi! Fancy a cuppa?
Oh yes, that'll be lovely. Chop, chop, Dan. Order 2 or more items from Create and Craft and we'll cap your postage at just £3.95, no matter how many different items you buy. Shopping at Create and Craft just got even better.
Oh, well, thank you, Nigel. Now I'm back with Tina, so a little bit of colouring next then, Tina.
A bit of colouring. Before we start the colouring, can I just quickly explain the various things?
Of course,
So this is the card we started with, and I'm going to show you the colouring on our card. But the same card, as I said earlier, if we wanted to do embossing on the circles and things, for example, we would emboss that with the number 2 tool. Okay. But the same card, depending on what level you are at, you know, you may want to do some embossing. So the circles, and so they're both very pretty for me. You know, I love the embossing elements on there, and I like just the plain simple colouring. These are the have become my go-to plates, because I can create something so pretty so quickly, you know, or if I've got more time, I play with it. So same card, but going back to the butterfly, so this is the flower itself, Tina. Just one flower stem. That, you know, we've always got bits of parchment that's left, so I've just ripped it, but the one flower stem. But that same flower stem, the butterfly here, you can create it as picot cut around it if you wish, depending on the level you are at. And you've got 3 little teeny tiny butterflies, and there's where your landscape mountains and hills plate comes in from your starter kit. So when I was trying to explain earlier, you use the landscape plate and you've got your flower stems, you've got your butterflies.
Know, when you said
everything
about
is in there.
I was trying to imagine how to use the landscape with the plates, and I couldn't quite picture it, but now I've seen that card. That is just delightful.
The flowers, the mountains and hills, and then the flower stems. So you've got everything that, you know, you can use from the starter kit, as well as the new not new collection, but new for me to demonstrate with collection.
Can I ask a question, Tina? When you design, do you draw everything? Do you hand draw it? Do you use a computer? It's all hand drawn.
Yeah, I do hand draw it.
Wow.
I would love to straight away do it on the computer, because that cuts the time a lot more. But I'm not that good with computers. I'm better with sketching. And a lot of the time, things end up drawing on my jeans and think, oh, I like that. And that gets transferred.
So you sit and doodle on your jeans and think, oh, there's a new plate.
When I'm sitting with mom or something, you know, and I'm bored and I'm like, oh, I forgot to bring something with me. And then it goes on my jeans.
I love that.
Starts on my jeans. So this is a finished line art. So this is where I hadn't done the flowers, but when you put the flowers from the plate we were using, that's what it looks like. Okay. Now to add coloring, I wanted a distinction, like from the clear parchment, just to give it that layered look without the layers. So I'm going to color inside here using pergolina pencils, the B pencils, which are the blendable pencils from the box. So the pergolina pencils have A pencils, which are aqua pencils, aquarelle, water soluble, and B pencils. I'm using the B pencils to color the center of that, and you can see I'm going over the flowers and everything. It does not matter. This is the back, but also I'm not going to do the whole thing. I had done a little bit on the outside, just along there and all the way around.
Do you know, I'm so pleased, Tina. I've just got to say, I'm so pleased we've got to this point, because I was thinking, and probably most people at home would be thinking, you've got to be so careful to go around all of those outlines, around all of the line drawing. And how quick was that?
Yeah.
And I know you are such a precise lady. You know, you like everything to be absolutely perfect.
OCD.
So if you can work like that, we know we can.
So you can say I've just gone over, because we're coloring on the back, on the front it's not going to matter. Now it doesn't look like much there, but that color is going to become a lot more vibrant, and it's going to, we're going to spread that color.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn it back to the back, yeah, I'm going to turn it to the back. What I've done is I've put a drop of Dorso oil onto a sponge, and using a blending nib that's in the coloring kit, the Pergamano coloring kit. So I've got my pink one here. I'm going to touch it just a dot like that. That's enough.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm going to blend. And you can see how the color starts spreading.
So now, again, you're just working straight over the top of the line
just
work.
Over the top. Now, this is quite a large area, so I think I need a bit more oil. There we go. Now it's moving.
So we'll know. We'll see. You know, if it's not blending enough.
Yeah.
A tiny bit more oil.
If it's not moving, it still looks scratchy. Then you need some more oil.
Okay.
If the color is just simply coming off, you've got too much oil. In which case, just add some more color with your pencil and blend again. The Pergaliner B pencils are very forgiving if you're just starting off to add color on your work like this, because you can add as much as you want, or you can remove as much as you want with the oil.
Now the Colouring Essentials kit is on your screen at the moment. If you've not seen that before, you've been waiting for it to come back. There it is for you, 094148. Now you've got your Dorso oil in there, you've got your nibs in there as well, you've got your sponges, you've got mats. It's a lovely kit, isn't it? Faber-Castell pencil also included in there. Keep that nice and safe.
We're going to use that in a sec. Yep, the eraser pencil. Yeah. So, I mean, at home, obviously, you take a bit more time doing this. Go up to the outline, but don't worry where, you know, if you go over what we have just done. The other thing is I had put along the outside edge there. Now, I love giving my work, like when we're doing stamping, we give the edges of our work a distressed look with the ink pads. For me, this is as close as it gets to doing that, where it's going to give it a distressed, no, that's parchment and distressed look. Does that sound right? But it gives it that edging around there.
It's almost that drop shadow, isn't it, that you're creating?
So I did that all the way around, and I'm going to jump to one I did before.
How delicate again is the colour there.
So this was on the back, colouring on the back, but when I turn that round, on the front you've still got your white crisp outlines.
I can't believe how neat it is, Tina, when you see it from the front there. It's just that little bit. For me, again, less is more with the colour, with this technique. I just think maybe it's just the style that I tend to get drawn to, but the delicacy of it all, the prettiness, it's just stunning.
So I want to add on my flowers an extra layer of color, but I'm going to use my Perga Colors exclusive, and I'm going to use a different color shade, which means I need to take off some of this color that's on the base.
Is this the pencil we've just
So I'm using, the eraser pencil that's in the coloring kit to remove that Pergaliner pencil.
Lovely.
If you're using tone on tone, you don't need to erase the color. But if you're using a completely separate color, introducing a new color,
Tina,
and you want it vibrant.
We've not got much over 2 minutes left, would you believe?
Okay, very quick. So erase the color, take your color pen. So Pergaliners, broad end, thin end.
Lovely.
And it's 30 colors in the tin, and we go in there and we simply color. So these are water soluble felt pens, and they work alongside your Pergaliners because that's oil based. These are water soluble, so you can layer one on top of
colours.
the other.
There's no duplicates in there, is there? They're all different. Details on the screen if you're looking for the Pergamano Perga colours. That is a wonderful set as well. 339657 is the item number.
And you can see I'm just going super quick, but if I do one where I haven't removed the color, just to show you what the color will look like.
Oh, look at that.
That is a lot more vibrant, where I've removed the color as opposed to that one, which is a bit more muted. So it's up to you whether you remove the color or not.
Oh, Tina,
and
thank you
would
so,
just
so much.
Go and color the rest, and that was super fast coloring. I mean,
look how much we've achieved in that 1 hour without rushing anything at all.
Just to go back to the card itself. So there's the finished card, and then the other one which had the emboss. There you go.
Gorgeous.
2 versions.
Look at that. 40% of the stock has gone. There is another hour at 5 o'clock, of course, with Tina. Don't miss out on that. Even if you secure your purchases right now, and I would do that because we do make those sales in between the shows as well. Sit back, relax, and watch those demonstrations later on. 361091 is the item number for the collection there. We've also got the details for the duo. This has been busy as well. The flower doodle from Tina. Great value on that. Working out at $8.99, I think it was, for club members per plate today with that discount, 551884. Don't forget to go for the starter kit if you are wanting to get on that journey. We've got the festive collection as well. Do take advantage of the capped P&P. Maybe add in some extra, the accessory kit, that sort of thing. Stock up on all your designer papers. Tina, thank you as always.
Thank you.
An absolute joy you've been. You really, really have. Don't forget that plate later though.
No, I will take it out.
Oh, I'm so pleased that Paul did forgive Tina there. Coming up next, it's Tonic Studios, our Shadow Frames die collection. Sarah Payne Studio is up a little bit later, and on Craft Extra, it's Stamps by Me with Toni and Teresa.
Hello everybody, my name's Stephanie Weightman, and I'd like to tell you about a brand that's still relatively new. At Highlight Crafts, we've created 2 red robins. Oh my goodness me, what an exciting early journey it's been. The robins go on their own journeys, and you get to follow along with them. Die cutting, paper crafting, fabric crafting, they all feature in this amazing brand. So please join me so that I can take you with me to all of the exciting places that the robins go to visit. Watch out for the shows right here.
Anna Marie Designs is one of my favourite brands, and I know it's one of your favourite brands as well. And what Anna Marie has done this year for Christmas, rather than having to buy a die and cut your own cracker shapes out, she brings you these fantastic crackers that are already cut, scored, and everything you need to do just to decorate and make these incredible, incredible designs. Now, if you want to get hold of these, your item number is 179198, the normal price $14.99, but of course if you're a member of the club, just $13.49. The beauty of making your own crackers, of course, not only are these huge, but you get miniatures in here. You'd be able to get some lovely gifts in here. No longer do you have to put up with the plastic frog or the nail clippers or the little screwdriver set. You can make these gifts personalised in your crackers. There's lots of ways of making your crackers out there, but Anna Marie Designs has done a cracker, really, with this particular item number. Don't miss out on it at a club price of just £13.49.
Quick picks, craft and must-haves at top pick prices.
Roll up for more crafting on Craft Extra. Read all about it. For more inspiration from your favourite crafting brands, tune into the red button on Freeview 85, Sky 673 and FreeSat 817 and YouTube to watch us on Craft Extra. Every weekday at 10 AM, 11 AM, 1 PM and 2 PM, you will find 4 dedicated live shows. Craft Extra, for your extra dose of crafting.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks to Catherine for the last hour. First day back for me after a little bit of a break. It's lovely to have your company, and what a lovely way to start with this one. How are you, Jode?
I'm all right, Babs, now.
A lot better than you were the last time I saw you. Yes, indeed. You got over it, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
5 days in bed, was it?
Yeah.
But it wasn't COVID?
No, it wasn't COVID. I tested and tested and tested. I've got no idea what it was, but it floored me.
It certainly did. Well, it's great to have you back, and it's great to have you with a one-day special as well. The Shadow Frame collection. 60 amazing dies in one collection from Tonic. £109.98 would be the normal price, but of course, club members are going to be saving of nearly £11 on that one, so you can see it takes it to under 100. That's an amazing price for an amazing collection of dies, and thoroughly justifies being a one-day special. 40% of the stock has gone. This is the last live show, I believe.
It is.
But of course, one-day specials can be bought all throughout the day as well. Lots of people watching on catch-up and things like that. So, Jodie, what are we going to do with this wonderful collection?
Right,
I know
so
you love your shadow frames.
I do.
Yeah.
So when we look at this whole collection, you may recognise one of these dies and say, I've already got that. You may do, because we launched this about 3 months ago, okay? It went absolutely crazy. It sold out in the first show. So that there was your shadow frame. So if you have got the shadow frame, then I want you to have a look at the other collection.
Right.
So we've got a second collection here, okay? Now these are brand spanking new items. It's going to create the box. It's also going to give you 2 additional detail dies to go in the middle. But if you don't have the shadow frame, then the bigger bundle is the one for you. So what does it do? Your shadow frame is going to give you designs like this, okay?
Wow.
Gives you the theatre aspect where you're looking through into that lovely scenery, but the bonus of them is they fold flat. Okay, so absolutely brilliant. If you want to put them in an envelope, no problem whatsoever. But in the big collection, you've also got the box. Now the box will work completely on its own, okay? So what do I mean? See this one here? We've got the little scenery in there going all the way through, but we've got inside of it, we've got the shadow frame.
Right. So
but if you don't have the shadow frame,
okay,
you can just literally glue the panels into the side, but yet you still get the same effect, but you don't get the little bit that comes out.
That's pretty clever, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? So inside there, you have got your presentation box, you have got your shadow frames, you've got your 2 brand new design inserts, so you've got your celebrations and also your garden theme in there. So let's have a look at the dies. Okay, so this here is your shadow frame. You may just want the shadow frame on its own, which is going to give you designs like that. Absolutely perfect.
Now that is on the bottom of the screen there, 687183, £39.99 normal price. And like Jodie's saying, things are available individually. So if you've already got the shadow frame, you don't want a second lot, but you can get the box now to go with it.
Absolutely. So this here is all the dies that come in your shadow frame. Your base white ones are your construction dies. You've then got all those additions in there as well. Now straight away, I look at that and I think jukebox.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got all your sentiments in here as well. You've got get well soon, hello friend, with love, just for you, thank you, thinking of you. You've got your New York, your townscape in there. You've got your park, yeah? You've got your gate, you've got your garden bench, you've got your starry nights in there. So you can start to build those tunnel effects into your card. Okay, so that there is your shadow frame. But if you're buying the brand new bits as well, you get in the presentation box, which is this one here. So once again, all the base white ones are your construction dies, are going to make your box, but then you've got windows in there, you've got decorative panels in there, you've got all the sides in there as well, all your little side panels. You've got I love you, good luck, sending hugs. You've got lovely strip dies in here.
Oh, somebody's already said that, have they?
Lovely strip dies in there. So that there is your presentation box,
But then you've got your additional inserts. So your additional inserts are your garden themes and your love and romance. So you've got your foliage on the bottom, you've got your pagoda in there, your bird cage, best wishes, congratulations. Let's flip that one round. You've got in there your parcels, your birthday cakes, your couple in love. These little bits here are your decoupage to go behind there. It really is an all-encompassing die set that's going to give you so many different ways of playing with them. Your happy birthday on your day, you've got the little clouds in there, the bicycles, the scenery here with the houses. You could just be using these to make little greeting cards as well.
And just to show you how those all go together, there's the one example that Jodie took out of the box. It's difficult to show on TV the fantastic depth to them. They really are, but of course remember, they just fold flat for when you want to post them as well. They're really superb. They're the sort of thing that if you give as a gift to somebody or as a card to somebody, they're not going to put that in the bin after 2 weeks, are they?
That's going to.
I'm thinking about the people who will put the little bright heart lights in here as well.
Yeah, can we dip the lights? Is there any chance of that?
Maybe. Maybe. Right, it might take a moment.
So when we look at that there, okay, looks really, really pretty, but when I switch the lights on, we have got that beautiful scene in the back.
That's fantastic.
It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Pretty.
Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, so some of the ideas of what you can do with these fantastic...
Back up, Ted!
Back up,
Lights up, Ted!
Lights up, bless him. He's got to give him time. He's got to go from one office to the other to do that.
Love it.
Right, so, OK. So, obviously, it's your one-day special that comes with the entire collection. So if you don't have the shadow frame already, that's the one for you. Now, there's multiple ways that you can spread the cost as well here at Crate & Craft, so bear that in mind. But also, you can get the 3 if you just want them on... if you've already got the shadow frame, you can get the new bits, if you like, which is the box and the inserts. So that's what a lot of people are going for, because of course lots of you already got the shadow frame, haven't you? And that's 138479, and of course again you can spread the cost. Club members as well save that 10%. Now you've got some nice new cardstock to show us.
Yeah, so we're calling this the dark range, okay, because these are all your really rich colours in here. You've got your emerald greens going all the way through to your russet reds in there as well. Now you've got 50 sheets in total. You've got 10 sheets of each. Now it is a 216 GSM, uncoated, absolutely perfect for all your matte slares, die cutting. The only thing it's not good for is your actual card blanks, because it's not heavy enough, But everything else, loves the scan and cut, absolutely perfect cardstock, and you're getting 10 sheets of each.
So it's 467271, Tonic Studios classic card, 50 sheets in A4, 216 GSM. Right, now we've got some beautiful dies next.
Yeah, so these are a bill of bargain. These are an absolute cracking price. You're getting all 3 of them for £8.99. 3 of them.
What?
You're getting the 3 dies for £8.99 if you're a Crate & Craft member. They are cracking price. So you have got a thank you.
Shut the front door.
You've got a thank you in there. You've got congratulations in there, and you've also got good luck. And these are measuring about a 4-inch in length. So they're a really good, substantial sized die.
Now, this is where you take advantage of our special postage, don't you?
It is.
And what you do is, if you're maybe buying the card or you're buying your shadow frame dies or your one-day special, you add this into your basket, because why would you pay $3.95 postage on something for $8.99 when you can get it for nothing by just adding it in to your basket? Or maybe if you want those and you need to get some glue or something like that, you're going to put the glue in your basket, pay the postage on that, but add those in and get them for $8.99 club price. Talking of glue, we've got some, haven't we?
Yeah, so this is the new size glue. So this is your 120mm, okay? So we've never been able to keep our adhesive in stock. So I'm going to bring you in the original. So that there is your 60mm. That's the one that we do. But then you are getting
those large ones now. So they are double the size, and you're getting both of them.
For £13.49, saving yourself £6.50 basically if you're a club member.
Yes, so 240 million.
Even more to spread on your hand.
Absolutely.
373948 is the item number. Now we've got Nouveau drops in the show as well.
We do. So these are all your pastels in there. You've got the beautiful lilacs in there, your greens, you've got your beautiful golds in there as well. This is more like a caramel colour. I forgot what this one's called. What's this one called? Caramel cream. I love that one. That is my absolute favourite. It's that in between a gold and a ivory. It's that in between colour.
£10.99 or £9.89 for all 5 of them if you're a club member. And please remember that obviously you get a free Bobby Dazzler with every Nouveau drop bottle. That gemstone on the top flicks off with a pokey tool, and you can craft with it. Never forget that. 646-665, the item number. Now we've also got a happy hour this show as well, for this show only, and it's more Nouveau drops. So here's another way to take advantage of that £3.95 postage. This one is the dark colours. So it's the Tonic Studios dark colours Nouveau drops, and of course they are beautiful. Fantastic sheen to those as well. 510987 is the item number for you, £8.99. We've also got, now this is perfect with Christmas now just around the corner. Jodie and I, over the last, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years, however many, we've always brought you the storage around about Christmas time. These are the A4 ones. This is the finest storage on the market, in my humble opinion. It works out at what, £17?
I have never known it to be that price.
No, that's crazy. I mean, last Christmas I thought it was a good price, but it's even better this year. Now, the good thing about these are you can store your dies, you can store your stamps in there, but most importantly, you can buy them as a Christmas gift for a crafter without even having to worry whether it's something they want or not, because everybody wants storage, everybody wants the best storage. It's much easier than saying, oh, darling, I know I don't take much interest in your crafting, but what is the brand of dies that you use? It's giving the game away. You can order these as a and I tell you what, you can split them up and give them to your crafty friends. You've only paid £17 something each for them. Out of everything in this show, those are the ideal Christmas present, in my opinion. 077120, their item number. The Tonic Studios large ring binders, the A4 ones. Brilliant value for money. Right then, I'm sure many of you are desperate to see these dies in action, so we're going to get there right now.
Right, so we're going to start with the actual shadow frame itself, okay? This here is your main die for your shadow frame. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut 2 of those out, and you can see that they're just going to adhere to each other right in that centre bit there. Now before I do that, I want to cut my aperture into one of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the matte and layer die. So I've cut the matte and layer that's going to sit in there. I've then cut the detail die that's going to sit into there, and we're just going to stick these two together to begin with. So just bring in my adhesive in, and we're just going to come and stick this one down, okay, just around the edges, and then I'm going to go round that centre area there, and then across the bottom, and we're just going to stick that right into the middle of there. So what we're going to do then is we're going to take the actual aperture die, which is this one here, and we're going to cut that right out of that very centre. So now it's going to give me my actual hole, my aperture. Now I'm going to be cheeky, and I'm going to bring it and I'm going to stick it onto the top of here, okay? Now I know for a fact it's not going to cut through all 3 tiers, because at the moment I've got a 270 here, I've got a 250, I've got a 216. There's no way that die is going to cut through the whole lot, but what it will do, it will give me an indent on the bottom side, okay? So I'm going to run that through all the way through there. I'm going to take that away and then just ease that out ease that off as well. So can you see now how I can see where my little aperture needs to be? There you go, you can see where all those little lines are. I can then bring that die back into the fold, place it where it needs to be on there, and then I can run that back through the machine, and I know that I'm guaranteed it in exactly the right position. So back through, and that is going to be the front of our card. So let's just take that away, taking that out of there, and now that is going to come and sit perfectly right into the centre of there. Okay, so let's just take that tape off and let's stick that onto the front, so all the way, and I'm going to come around the aperture as well and stick that onto the front, so we've got that perfect positioning all the way around there. So now I'm going to bring in the other side panel, so let's bring that in. Get rid of that cheeky Charlie there that's just decided to hang in there. I'm going to place that side on there, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to bend all my wee little score lines all the way around that, and you can instantly see how that is going to start to create that beautiful little card on the inside. Okay, now inside here we're going to start to put all this together now. So I've got all my bits and pieces here. I tell you what, I want a blue background, so let me take my die and I'm going to cut another background. I think that'll be the, yeah, look at that, brilliant. So let's just have a blue background in there as well. So let's just tape him down. Let's run that through, because when I look through my card, I don't want to see the white upon the white. I want a little bit of colour in the background. So let's just bring that in, and we can place that into the back of there. So when we look through, we're going to see the colour as well. So let's place that right into the middle of there. So you can see that I've cut all the other panels out. Okay, we've cut the detail into the middle here, and we've just gone in with our Nouveau pens, and on there we've actually put gilding flakes. Little bit of gilding flakes just here, there and everywhere. Okay, so we're going to start at the back with the pagoda design, and we're going to put 2 tiers of that. Now your glue tab is also your spacer, so we take that off and we're going to bring that right in to the edge of that card, right onto the crease. And we're going to do the same on the other side as well. So get your glue tab nice and square, bring up the outer edge, offer it up, and then just tickle it in, and then you've got your first tier in the back there. Okay, so we're going to continue now. We're going to add another pergola in there, so you're going to get depth. So let's do that one. I'm going to bring another one in, so offer it up to the crease, and then to the other side as well. So you can see now how we're building that depth in that middle. So what we're going to do then is we're going to have a little bit of foliage on the bottom as well. So let's bring that in. So this is actually going to give the bride and groom, the engagement couple, whatever, something to stand on, because otherwise it looks like they're standing in midair. So we're going to apply that into there as well. So we've now got the little bulrushes and everything on the bottom. Now my bride and groom, we've cut out the actual streamers, yeah, so we've not got those streamers in. So we're actually just going to put the bride and groom in gold. Now this piece of gold is what you've actually cut out of the front. So where you've cut the gold out of there, you're using that piece of cardstock in there.
I'd get the bride and groom to pose like that, the actual bride and groom, and then cut the picture out.
Yeah, you know, there's loads of different ways of playing with it, isn't it? Loads. So let's place that in as well. Offer it up to the crease. Do the other side as well. Offer that one up to the crease. Just going to put my hands in there and just hold his head a minute because he's coming off. There we go. I'm going to bring now that side panel all the way around. So we're starting to get that beautiful design, but it will all fold flat, so you can put it inside an envelope. So let's decorate the rest of it up because you've got all your side panels as well. So let's do the little side panels. So this is going to give you strength on the side of your card as well. So just a little bit of glue on that one. Put my arm on the top of that one. And then all the way around that one as well. Just holding that one for a minute. Come on, take hold, sweetie, let's have you. And these are going to go onto the sides. So one side panel on there. And all these side panels are going to match your actual box design as well, yeah? So your actual box has got all this beautiful trellis work in there as well. So let's place that one onto that side. Now the words that I'm going to put onto this one are congratulations. Which you've got at the bottom here, the little panel for your greetings, and all the greetings in the collection will fit in there. So we've got congratulations going all the way across there. So let's just get some glue and stick that to its base plate, because you do get the die just to cut the base plate as well. So that is going to come right across the bottom there. And that is going to come and sit onto that little gold panel there. And I have to say that there is as hard as it gets. That there is your actual shadow frame that you can put inside a box or inside an envelope. Okay, so in a minute I'll show you how to make the box to go alongside it.
Fantastic, Jodie. Seriously.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So simple to make, but the results are so effective, and that's what we all want, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't forget, on this show we showed you some other items that are definitely worth adding into your basket because they're at such amazing prices. And of course, if you do, and you haven't heard about it, you'll be able to take advantage of our capped postage. One postage is a video to explain it more.
You get the goodies, I'll get the door.
Okay.
Hello, Create and Craft Delivery.
Wow, this is the biggest order I've ever seen.
Haven't you heard? If you order anything from Create and Craft now, it's a cap P&P of $3.95 per order.
Cap P&P of only $3.95 for all of this?
Yes, it doesn't matter what you order or how many different items you buy.
What, even the really heavy stuff like this?
Yes, sewing machines, die-cutting machines, everything in the van.
Oh, there we go. That's the last of it.
I don't think they're at home. We'll have to come back later. I'll warm up the van.
Oh, hi! Fancy a cuppa?
Oh, yes, that'll be lovely. Chop, chop, Dan. Order 2 or more items from Create and Craft and we'll cap your postage at just £3.95, no matter how many different items you buy. Shopping at Create and Craft just got even better.
I've got 1 minute to tell you about your amazing, amazing one-day special, everybody. It's actually something that speaks for itself when you see some of the incredible samples here. It's from Tonic. It's the Shadow Frame collection. Now, some of you might have already got the Shadow Frame, but don't worry. You can buy the new part, which is the box and the beautiful additions that go in the centre of it without having to rebuy the Shadow Frame die. Check the details for that one. But if you're buying the entire collection, the details are right there on the screen. They're so easy to make, but the 3D-ness of these when they are made is extraordinary. But of course, if they're not in the box, they'll fold absolutely flat to go in an envelope as well. You can't really miss out on this one if you want to create things that have great 3D effect to them, brilliant sentiments, brilliantly easy to make as well. So 697204 is your item number. Do not miss out on it. You've got £22 saving if you're a club member, but only for 1 day, because it is your one-day special. So, I think what I'd like to do is just give you the details, as I mentioned there, about how you can get the box and the new inserts collection without having to rebuy the shadow frame dies themselves, because a lot of people have the shadow frames already. So your item number really is 138479. You're still saving £22 as well, and you can spread the cost various ways, but that way you won't have to rebuy the shadow frame die. We also have a happy hour in this show as well, and there's only 35 minutes or so left on that one. It is 4 brilliant Nouveau drops in dark colours. They're the crystal drops. And they are just £8.09 for club members, and most definitely the one item on this show that everybody should be thinking about, because it is the perfect Christmas present for any crafter, your mom, your nan, your sister, your dad, your uncle, your auntie, whatever it might be. You don't have to ask them what type of dyes they use, what their favourite inks are, what their favourite type of paper or card is. You can just buy them a ring binder die from Tonic, and listen, you can split these up, you can give them as a pair, it's entirely up to you. But I've done these for many years with Jodie, and they are the ultimate Christmas present, I believe. There's also inserts in there with magnets included as well, and you can buy extras if you want to, but the price is extraordinary. You're saving £21.44 as a club member. You'll get the both of them for just over £35. Do not miss out on these. 077120 your item number. Let's get back to Jodie and find out more about our one-day special.
So let's make the box. Yeah, so what you see in front of me here is all the bits that you need for your actual box design. So you're going to need 2 of the front, and you can see that we've cut that lovely design in there, but you're going to need 2 of those. You're going to need 2 sides, 1 bottom and 2 tops. It's as simple as that. So what we're going to do is we go through and we make sure that everything is bent, and we're literally going to stick all our side panels in. So we're going to come in 1 at that side. We're going to take the side off there, and I'm going to put 1 on that side, and I'm going to bring in the other side and stick it straight on the top of its friend, making sure that everything is nice and bent. So let's take that side. Now it is easier to stick your panels on when the box is actually flat. So let's place that onto there. So let's come in and bring some panels. So we've got the beautiful decorative panel there, look. It is beautiful. I love that panel, it's gorgeous. So let's place that onto the front of our box. So we're using that same duck egg blue with the gold. So I'm going to bring that into there. But what we're going to do is we're going to reinsert that extra little panel in there, and we've done it slightly off skew so that you've got the depth within the leaves. So we're going to place that into the middle. So that is going to come and sit directly over the top there. So you've got that little bit of shabby chic feel with that gilding flake in there. So just holding that for a momento. I'm going to bring in now my side panels. Just bringing in that panel into there, and then the other side, like so. And then we're going to put the bottom in. So this here is your bottom panel that's going to apply onto there. So let's take that tape away, and we're going to bring in the bottom, just line all that up, and then all you do is bring all your sides together. So that one is going to lead into there, the other one is going to lead into the other side. Now I know that you lot are really crafty, okay, so I want you to use your imagination now. This is another way that you could use it. So you know the panel that we've just stuck on that side there? What about sticking another panel on that side there, and then putting another side panel on there, and then your box could open that way? Yeah, so you could literally do a completely different box, it opening the other way. Yeah, you don't have to do it in this manner. You could actually have it as a front opening box, very much like a chocolate box. Yeah. So you decide. This now is going to come in, and we're just going to stick that one into there, and then this side panel here is going to come down the other side. So just get all those bits and pieces into there. So that there is going to be the front of my box. We now need to make the lid. So the lid is a case of cutting two of those, rotating that one round and sticking it straight over its friend. It can't get any easier, it really can't. So that is going to come and sit onto the top of there. And once again, while it's flat, I'm going to bring in its other panels. So as I say, the panels for your box match the panels to your actual shadow frame. So that is going to go into there. You've got all these little cornered ones as well. So let's place all these edges in. I love this colourway. I love the duck egg. Onto there. And then these panels as well. Now the sentiment that we're going to use on our box is on your day. So when this is opened, it'll say on your day, congratulations. So just place that one onto there. And then it's a case of just bringing your sides together. Just make sure that everything's bent before you try and stick it together. So bringing that one around. Just hold that so it's not quite stuck. And then that side as well. All the way around there. And then these little tabs are going to come and sit on the inner edge, like that one there, and that one there. So that is going to form our little lid. So let's put our panel on the front, so on your special day. So let's have some 3D foam pads for this. So let's just bring in some little pads into here. So we're going to stick that onto the front. So here we go. That is, put it on the right way, Jodie, else. So on your day. So now we've got the presentation box, we've got the shadow frame that actually sits inside. So once it's inside, you've got that lovely depth in there, and then your lid will go on the top. Now you're going to be able to achieve that if you have got the shadow frame. If you don't have the shadow frame, you can still achieve exactly the same thing. It's going to look the same, Yeah, it's going to look the same, but the difference is if you have got the shadow frame die, you're going to be able to take that out. If you've not got the shadow frame die, you're going to stick your side panels to the actual wall. Okay, so it is a standalone item on its own, but if you have the shadow frame, which is in the large bundle, you can have it as a gift box that's going to go over the top of your shadow frame.
Now, I think what I'd like to do, Jodie, if that's all right, for those people tuning in late, don't get up, stay there, you deserve to sit down. If you want to run through the boards, and then we'll look at some of these beautiful samples as well, because there's some incredible samples on the front here that really show off these to what you can do with them.
Yeah, so this here is your shadow frame. Now, if you've already got the shadow frame, then please don't buy the large bundle. Buy the new editions, okay? But this is included in that large bundle. All your base core white bits are your actual card blanks. Everything else is your detail dies in there, your beautiful patterns in there with your placards across the bottoms to put your sentiments on. You've got your starry nights, you've got your little scene with the garden bench in there, you've got your tree and your little lamp post. That looks lovely for a Christmas card. We've got it in there, your little fence as well. You've got your New York skyline, maybe it could be London, you could have a big wheel in the front for the London Eye. You've got your Get Well Soon, you've got Hello Friend, you've got With Love, you've got Just For You, you've got Thank You, you've got Thinking of You. That there is just the shadow frame. But in the large bundle, you are also getting your gift box and all the additionals as well. So this here is your gift box. So you've got your sides, your backs, your panels, your lids. Love this. I adore this. So I want you to imagine that in black, okay? Put a little plinth across the top and then put a plinth on the bottom with a chamfered side. Can you see the fireplace? It would make a beautiful Christmas card with a roaring fire in the middle here, a little hearth, little Christmas tree at the side. That would make a beautiful fireplace. You've then got all your windows as well. These will cut out and give you windows that open up in the front as well. You've got all your additions, all your panels in here. You've got I Love You, you've got Good Luck in there, you've got Sending Hugs in there. Absolutely beautiful. And to go with it, you've got all the additional dies that are going to fit into the apertures. So the new additions are your clouds, your buildings, your bicycles with that beautiful foliage. You've got your little foliage for the front here. You've got all your bulrushes in here. You've got your little bird cage, your pagoda, best wishes, congratulations. You've got your birthday celebrations in here. Happy birthday on your day. And to finish off, you've got all about the love and the party elements with your little parcels, your birthday cake, or is it a wedding cake? Take the candles off. You've got the bride and groom in there, but you've also got the matin layers that are going to fit underneath there as well.
So to reiterate what Jodie said while you look at some of the amazing samples, and TV really doesn't do them justice. You don't get that 3-dimension that you do with your own eyes, but you'll see when you make your very first one. So you can get the one-day special, which is the item number on the screen right now. That will get you the shadow frame, the additions and the box. So everything you need, basically. That's 697,204. And there's what you would get. But many of you already have the shadow frame die, so you don't expect it to buy it twice. You can now buy the new additions, which is the box and the extra inserts, and those details are on the screen right there. 138479 as well, which is absolutely brilliant value for money. I want to show you a couple of examples that I've picked from the front. I like this one, but again, you'll need to look carefully on this one, because actually the happy couple in there, can you see? It might be the first dance, perhaps, maybe with that wonderful holographic on the back. But of course, this one's in the box, so it'll just lift out and fold flat if necessary. And then this one's only got 3 layers inside, but it really does create a brilliant 3D to it. Look at that. So a birthday cake in there, sending hugs, bit of holographic in the back. There's even, if you look carefully, some Nouveau drops, sort of like lights right at the very back, like a strands of lights. They're absolutely brilliant, these are. Always something great to look at. Now, of course, it might only be November, but we have another live event coming up, and it's in 2023, but only in the beginning or towards the end of January. It's at Sandown. It's one of the biggest of the year. Here's the details.
Tickets are on sale now for Crafting Live at Sandown Park Racecourse on the 28th and 29th of January. Sign up for free make and takes. Stock up on your crafty goodies from a vast range of exhibitors and watch live guest demonstrations. We will also be broadcasting live, so join our audience and meet our presenters after the shows. Club members, order your tickets online to receive free entry. So treat yourself or someone special to a great day out and book your tickets now at createandcraft.com and search for Crafting Live. We look forward to seeing you there.
Roll up for more crafting on Craft Extra. Read all about it. For more inspiration from your favourite crafting brands, tune into the red button on Freeview 85, Sky 673 and FreeSat 817 and YouTube to watch us on Craft Extra. Every weekday at 10 AM, 11 AM, 1 PM and 2 PM you will find 4 dedicated live shows. Craft Extra, for your extra dose of crafting.
Yeah, so Sandown coming up at the end of January. Everybody's looking forward to that one. And, of course, don't forget Craft Extra is here every weekday. Joe Remblance was on it yesterday, wasn't he?
Oh, I love Joe. I can't wait for a cuddle.
Yeah, Joe was here yesterday. I haven't seen him yet because it's my first day back, but I'm looking forward to that. Right, a couple of other things to show you before we do any more with the shadow frames. The cardstock, Jodie. Beautiful cardstock.
Honestly, hand on my heart, once you try Tonic's Craft Perfect, you'll be back for more, okay? It is a beautiful, beautiful card. It's a 216 GSM, it's uncoated, so you can ink it, stain it, manipulate it, do whatever you want with it. The only thing it's not good for is your card blanks, because it's not heavy enough. You know, if you are a scan and cut user, a Cricut, whatever, these are brilliant on there, because you've got your colour core in there, absolutely amazing. 50 sheets in total.
I believe I'm doing the scan and cut tomorrow night with Mel.
Yeah.
Mel Heaton, I think it is, 9 o'clock tomorrow night. I think so, anyway. Anyway, either way, it doesn't matter because we're talking Tonic and we're talking about the classic card. 50 sheets, 216 GSM, 467271. Now, we also have a happy hour for you.
Yeah, so these match your dark cardstock. So I'm going to be naughty, okay, and I'm going to put them on top of the card. I'm going to be a devil, okay, because literally it works perfectly alongside the cardstock. So if you can afford the card as well, absolute Billy bonus. You've got in there your plum puddings, you've got your emeralds in there all the way through to your navy blues as well. Really nice little combo.
It is indeed, and don't forget with our newish now, about 3-4 weeks old now, the cap postage, everybody pays just £3.95 per order. Doesn't matter how many items you put in that. If you saw the video with Dan, he had a van filled with packages. That person, if they were having all of those packages delivered, would have paid just £3.95. So this is the type of idea, the happy hour, or these dies that you want to add into your basket with something else that you're buying. Now, it doesn't have to be something from the show.
No.
It doesn't have to be the one-day special. You could think, oh, do you know what? I need some double-sided tape, or I need some tape pens, or I need some plain white card. That's when you think about, right, I'll go and get that, and then I'll put these in, and you've saved yourself half the price almost of what these are, just by putting them into a basket and getting them in one order. So £8.99 is going to get you 3 brilliant dies from Tonic, Jodie.
Yeah, so you've got your good luck in there, you've got your congratulations, you've also got thank you in there. These are good ample size, they're roughly about 4 inch in length, so a really nice substantial length. But you know, if you want just good luck, you can chop the 4-leaf clover out and have good on the top, look on the bottom. The same as the thank you as well. You could take the rose roses out of there and just have thank you on 2 different lines.
So they're 365,297, but they're only at that price. And no, that's not the happy hour, is it, Martin? No, silly. They're at that price because they're great value. 365,297. Now we've also got the glue on the show, and it's bigger.
It is. This is 120ml. Yes. So this is double the size of what you're used to. So you're getting 2 bottles.
That's
here.
nearly a quarter of a litre.
It's in my opinion, it's absolutely superb adhesive. I love the shape of the bottle as well. It's very ergonomic in the hand, you know, with that little waistline there. Wish my waist looked like that. But you know, when you're holding it, it's really nice because it just sits in the palm of your hand. But yeah, 240ml.
I can see Sarah Payne making a little outfit for her empty bottles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Using them as a mannequin.
Yeah.
373,948, 13.49, saving you $6.49 if you get 2 of the 120ml Tonic Studios adhesive. And then, of course, we've got other Nouveau drops on the show, and these are the pastels.
Yeah, so these are beautiful pastel ice creamy colours in there, from your caramel to your Wedgwood blues to your lilacs. Absolutely beautiful. I love that colour combo.
646,665. Right, few more pictures to show you, and Jodie's got more to show you with your one day special. Remember, there's only 15 minutes left live of your one day special now. This is as much as Jodie talks about the happy hour and the cardstock and the dies. This item, for me, is your go-to for this hour if you're looking for a Christmas present for a crafter without giving away that you're looking for something by asking them what their favourite crafting items are. Tonic's large ring binder die cases have always been incredible. They do come with magnetic sheets inside. You can buy more, but they can be used for more than just dies, I assure you. The quality of them is second to none. They'll last you years and years and years, and you've got the bigger ones here, the A4 ones, and you're saving nearly £18, £17.50 you're saving, which is just extraordinary value. So think about those for the crafter you love, or treating yourself, of course. Right, Jo, we have 10 minutes.
Yeah, so we're going to quickly do a box. Okay, so I'm going to put my panel onto the front of there. I'm going to bring in my panel die, my little base core shape, and I'm going to cut that out of the middle. So let's run that through the machine. So all the way through there. Now I've got my tape on all the other aspects, so we can put this together relatively quickly. So let's take that away. So I've got my little aperture in there, just easing that away. So let's bring the tape in there. I'm going to come across the bottom here. Now don't forget, this could be a gift box for just about anything. Doesn't have to have a card inside, doesn't have to have an aperture inside, doesn't have to open the way that I've been showing it to open. It will open in other ways as well. So, you know, have a play with it. Many different ways of making a box with this. So let's just bend all those little side panels there. And then we can start to stick this together. So let's bring in other side panel. So one side panel here. Going to bring in the back panel. So let's bend all those sides as well. It's easier to bend it before you stick it, so that you can actually see where you're wanting to stick. So let's bring that side in as well. So down there. Then I'm going to put the other one on. Where's my craft pick gone? There it is. So let's bring that one out of there. So that is going to come down that side there. Come on, let's have you. We're going to put its bottom on as well. So bringing in that bottom panel, like so. And then we can literally start to fold all this box together. So this box, I don't think I'm going to have time to do the lid, because I want to show you what actually goes in this box, because we made it on the first show. Now this was made by our Vicky, all right? So Vicky, when we first launched memory books, this is a woman who never ever made a memory book in her life. Now she sees a memory book in everything. And she's actually done this box to go onto a memory book that she's made with this collection. So let's just pop all that into there. Let's get that side into there. So she's made the actual box, but she's made a book as well, a memory book, to go inside from these dies.
Wow.
So what she's done is she's taken, see that die there? That was the die that we used for the front of the box. You can see all the glue tabs. So all she's done is she's cut that tab off and that tab off. And then that has become the pages, and she's stuck them all onto a piece of card in the middle there. So that has given us the pages, so that now that will sit inside its own little box. Let's see if we've got time to just whiz the lid. So let's just bend all these up. So imagine this, you could make, I don't know, 3 or 4 of them, yeah, maybe, and you could have one for Christmas gifts. You could list in there all the Christmas gifts that you've bought. You could have it as a birthday box. You could have it maybe colour charts in there with all your Nouveaus in, you know, all your swatches inside there. It doesn't have to be a shadow frame, is what I'm trying to say. It could quite easily be a little presentation book. Could be a simple thing as a photo album. Each page, different photo on as a birthday present. Yeah? So taking that one off of there, making up this little lid, and then we'll just add a couple of the panels. We've got the lid here. Let's have those little panels on there. I'm going to have the sides as well. So let's get some glue on those little side panels as well. That one. Come on, let's, you know, when you're trying to rush, your old fingers and thumbs. So let's have that one onto there. Side panel onto there. Onto the other side as well. And that one onto there. And that is going to give us our wee little lid. How long have we got left?
4 minutes.
Oh, loads of time.
4 minutes, bakers.
Oh, I can get my side panels on. Oh, honestly, take it easy, Johnson.
Now, this has been an amazing one-day special. You've still got time to get hold of it, of course. There's no more live shows, but you'll be able to see. It'll probably be on replay this evening, and you can watch on catch-up as well. Fantastic value. Don't forget, we've got many ways that you can spread the cost as well. And don't forget the cap postage, another important thing to remember as well. Adding things into your basket and not having to pay any postage for them. To my mind, when you're buying something like this, if you've made the decision to buy something like this, it's worth adding those low-priced items that you buy on a regular basis. You know, let's say, I don't know, maybe you need a new pokey tool. There's one on the website for £4.99. This is the time you add it to your basket, because you're not going to pay a penny extra on the postage for it.
Absolutely, yeah. So, where's my 3D foam pads gone? Because I forgot.
There's another thing. 3D foam pads, putting those in your basket. Things like, and also on the show, don't forget, not something that you just throw in your basket, more of a consideration, but the storage as well. The ring binder dies are always, well, every year Jodie and I have done these, and I love doing them near to Christmas because they are a great item to give to somebody as a Christmas present. They're only $17.77 each with this deal in the club, which I know is, well, is that the lowest price they've ever been? I don't know.
The lowest that I've seen them before is 1975.
Right.
So yeah,
as a club member, £35.54 gets you the pair, saving you £21.44. Brilliant, brilliant value.
So there we go. Just look at those shadow frames. They are absolutely beautiful.
Come on, Joy, come and join me. Come and join me.
I love them. I think they're so nice to have a concept card. It's lovely to have a concept. It gives a point of interest when you're sending something. But when you've got the presentation box to go with it as well, it makes it more of a gift.
Definitely. Totally. And remember, you know, if you've just tuned in at the end, where have you been? But more importantly, you're right at the end of your live presentations of the one-day special, which is Tonic's Shadow Frame collection. You might think, well, hang on, I've got the shadow frame. Well, don't forget, you don't have to rebuy the shadow frame. You can get the 3 new ones, which is the box and the extra inserts to go with the shadow frame dimes that you already have, and the details are there on the screen, 138479, and that's the one for you if you've already got the shadow frame dies. But they just make extraordinary dioramas.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I bet that you've got some other dies in your collections at home that you can change that inner space, whether you're building the scenes from the dies that are included in this, or maybe if you bought the original shadow frame, you've got those Christmas embellishments in there as well.
Let me pick another couple.
You can really start to play.
I can't see which ones I'm picking, so I'm going randomly.
Oh, that one's got little greeting cards in, so it's not been done as a diorama, it's been done as a gift box.
Oh yeah.
But the box is the right size for shop bought cards.
Wow. Okay. I like it. So once again, Tonica brought us something that is incredibly multifunctional. Let's just pick another one at random. I'm going to go for that one. And oh yes, I like that. The black and pink and the acetate go well together with it there, don't they? They are superb, and they're the type of card that's more of a gift than a card, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
So don't miss out on yours. When are you back with us, Jodie?
I am back next Thursday.
Thursday.
Yes.
Brilliant. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you then. I'll look forward to seeing you in an hour's time. I'll let you know what with right now, but don't forget you can still get these while they're the one-day special. Bye. Now, I'll be back in an hour with your Storage for Crafts monthly mega deal, and it really is. But right up next, we've got Sarah Payne with her very own studio. She's coming up after the break.
Now this is a real essential in your quick picks. It's your Easy Lift adhesive tape, your double-sided adhesive. Now you have got 7 rolls, so you're getting 3 rolls of the 10mm, and then you're getting 4 rolls of the 5mm, and there's 50 metres on each roll. Now why this is essential? For starters, it's really easy to get off the roll, so you don't need to cut it, it'll tear, so you don't need to glue up your scissors. When you put it onto your project, you'll see, and I'll just tear that bit here, you'll see that you can get your nail under the side of the tape, so it means you're not faffing to actually lift that tape off. It's really quick and really easy. So if you have struggled with your double-sided adhesive in the past, then this is definitely for you. It's a good strong tape, so it's going to give you that perfect hold every single time. Brilliant for all your mat and layering, and of course it's not going to get glue absolutely everywhere. If you do want to get hold of it, 7 rolls, and that's your Easy Lift tape. It's another quick pick. Your item number is 865654, and that's going to give you 7 rolls of your finger lift tape. Now normally you're paying £19.99, but we've got a special price of £9.99 for you. Club members, that price drops to £8.99, and your Flexi Pay today is £4.50, and you've got another Flexi £4.50 a month after for your finger lift tape. Quick picks, craft must-haves at top pick prices.
Hi, I'm Lisa from Lisa Horton Crafts. Lisa Horton Crafts is a globally recognised brand that sells craft dies, stamps, stencils, embossing folders and more. We have a huge range of papers, embellishments and everything a crafter needs to get started. One of the products we are known for is our Ultimate Multi-Tool, which is an amazing product. It becomes a platform for stamping. It's great for your stenciling as it has a unique peg system to it. You can also do your inking and your blending techniques, and it forms a huge part of your crafting repertoire. If you tune into my shows, you will find a quirky style. You'll find you can produce a card from start to finish in a matter of minutes. I'm a very clean and simple crafter, but the cards you can achieve are very, very effective. So grab a cuppa and make sure you come and join me and tune into my shows.
Hello everybody and a warm welcome. We've got a great show lined up for you today because the one, the illustrious Sarah Payne is here in your own right, Sarah Payne Studios.
I know. Yeah,
I had the great fortune and accolade of presenting your first ever show.
I know.
And look, I mean, just growing and growing and growing.
New patterns are being added every month. I am working like stink to keep bringing new and interesting patterns
No
to
sleep
you.
for you. Yeah, give us more patterns.
How very dare I have a rest?
Things to point out. Yeah, no rest for you. Sleep. Your patterns are so well made. They're well designed. I'm just going to hold up one of Sarah's patterns. Right, look how cool this is. This is going to be the first offering. It is brand new. The quality of the actual, but this is like a little mini book. But then when you go through, we're not just talking like one page of instructions. You get your Sarah-isms in there as well. So you try, you do, right?
Yeah, I'll keep that, Sarah-isms.
Sarah-isms. But you start giving us your own personality. I love these little boxes. So this is what you'll need. This is what you need to remember. But as we go through, beautifully photographed, step-by-step instructions. I mean, look at this page after page. I've skipped over. After page. I mean, it just keeps on going and going and going. So
you see, that's very important to me. It's about education, and I hate a pattern where you get 15 steps and one picture.
Yeah.
You know, that's not how my patterns work, and that's why I have them professionally printed, because to print this on my printer at home would cost me a fortune in ink because of all of those big pictures. So, you know, there's a toss-up there. So I get these printed, and I want them to last as well. I want you to be able to put them on a bookshelf and refer to them time and time again. And it's about education. It's always when it's me, I'm always talking about educating people and giving you skills that you can then move on. And this particular pattern, it's all about zips.
Well, okay, now you were telling us you're going to learn 4 different styles of zips without even realising you're learning it.
I know.
Talk to me about Munch.
Okay, so this is Munch. This is Munch. He was born. He was born.
Munch.
Because he's called Munch because you can put things in his mouth. He's got. He's a pocket.
You can hear that.
So, and here he is in denim. So we've got denim version as well, which is, so he was born when I was doing the Lemon Lane leather launch. Sorry, thank you very much. So and these monsters were born, and I just thought, you know what,
they should have their own TV show.
Yeah, they should. And I had so many comments from people going, how can I make this? So that's what we've got. Everyone needs Munch.
And you know, young or old, I'm just going to put on Munch for a second for you.
Yes.
Because, I mean, how cool, come on. This would be like my presenting bag.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to go to audition with this. Hey. Go. So you can see, like, with this, I'm not trying to nab it off you, I'll make them. The team are teasing.
I'm going to have to check at the end of today, aren't I?
But these are fun for young or old.
Exactly.
I would rock this.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they are fun. You could keep your tablet in it, you know, and once you've learned how to make it, you can remake it any size you like. So, and this particular technique, this way of putting pockets inside a zip, you know, you can do that in a square bag. You can do it in a cushion. But I've also given you, as I said, a number of different methods.
Munch, and he's also got some friends.
He's got, yes, his Poppet and Boo.
Pocket and
Poppet.
Boo. Oh, Poppet, sorry.
Poppet. So this is Poppet.
Yeah.
And again, So that one has actually got a big pocket in there. So it's done in a slightly different way to the other one, and it's got a tabbed zip at the top here. So, and then you've... But you see, I thought mobile phone case.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. and you know, just. But you can't. You go. I'm sorry. I just do that all the time.
Give them little voices like this. So if you that's the only thing I come up with. 537191, your item number if you do want to go for the pattern. You get to make Munch, you get to make
Poppet and Boo.
And Boo.
Yes. And again you can see, I mean, I've done a variety of different methods with the zips, and if you're scared of zips, so that's Poppet. If you're scared of zips, then give it a go, because
Don't fear the zip.
No, do not fear the zip. And actually, I was talking to Jo from Storage for Crafts, and she said, I'm always slightly intimidated by zips. She said, so this would actually get me having a go, because the zip is integral to it. But as I said, there are lots of pictures on different ways of creating those zips. And once you've learnt them, you can do whatever you like. Because, I mean, without the zip on the front and without the eyes, this is a really nice cosmetic bag.
Oh, quite easily. Yeah.
So, but obviously, once you've given him a little, I'm sorry, I'm easily pleased.
I love the voices. Right, we've got to move on because there is lots more to be seen. If you do want to get hold of this, now remember we have got capped P&P here at Create and Crafts. If you want to add other items into your basket, like for instance, we do have D-rings on the show, so your hardware for your bags, and this is actually important. So if you want to create your own bags, you kind of need these. These are essentials.
Exactly. So you've got D-rings for the straps on Munch and the magnet as well, so the magnet clasp. But if you wanted to, you don't necessarily have to make the straps the way I've done them. I've used webbing. You could use strips. When you're looking at Boo and it's got the little wrist strap on it, you could make it longer and make a shoulder strap, you know, but having those magnets and just having those little bits and pieces, the hardware to make your bag.
Okay, we will move on. We've got more for you.
Yes.
Taking a look at our next new pattern.
New pattern, yeah. Now this one is very bright and cheerful. This, and it's the definition of a quilt, okay, is 3 layers attached together. Right? How you attach it together is really up to you. But we're kind of used to the idea that they have to be quilted, that we have to use a sewing machine. I've actually, in this sample, in this pattern, we are attaching them together with buttons. So this is why it's called button box.
Oh, I like this.
Because you can see...
So you've attached... Should we show the reverse as well?
So there's no...
Sorry,
here you go.
To meet you.
There's no quilting. There's no machine quilting. So if you're one of those people who goes, oh my goodness, I don't fancy actually quilting it.
Sarah, that's very clever. I've never seen that done before.
No, it's very different. It's very simple pattern. You know, this is just a very simple pattern, but it's great for beginners, but also the buttons are so much fun.
And a good stash buster too. Those little scraps of fabric that you don't know what to do with them. You could have a lot of fun here.
I really enjoyed making this. It's bright, it's cheerful. It's made with 2.5-inch wide strips, so you could use fabric rolls like we've got in the show a little bit later, you know, jelly rolls, that kind of thing. But they're just, the difference with this is, and what I want you to think about is how do you attach those layers together? It doesn't always have to be free motion. It doesn't always have to be walking foot. It doesn't always have to be stitched.
Could we make a memory quilt with this? Like use scraps of clothing and stuff?
Yeah, and actually buttons from old clothes, you know, so you could... So what I've done with these is I've literally just sewn through the front and the back button backwards and forwards, so that you don't see the stitches on the back, so you just go up and down, and that could be shirt buttons, it could be anything like that. It's really up to you. Or I know when I was a kid, my grandma had a button box, and my blog is actually called Happiness as a bottomless button box, because I just loved playing with the buttons. I love the sound of the buttons, I love the feel of them when you drop them and they make that waterfall noise.
So many people, I think, can relate. Leslie, our producer, saying she's gotten button box, and she also had the idea, I can't take credit for this, with the memory quilt. Now she was saying what she would like to do, because she's kept, her kind of thing is she's kept some clothing from each of her previous boyfriends, just a little bit she's just had.
She's like, chopped an arm off.
Well,
when
she does. No, she's just like, you know, if they've left clothes around. So she was saying she's got enough to make a couple of quilts, you know, chop up the clothes. I think that's a lovely idea.
Exactly, yeah, and then take the buttons as well. It's also a great way of recycling, and it's a fun pattern, easy to do. And again, if you've been thinking about getting started with quilting and you're not quite sure where to start, this would be a good pattern to go with. And
Details
again, it's all...
are on your screen. No, go for it.
was going to say, again, it's all lots and lots of pictures.
Nice.
Because I'm a visual learner. I like a picture.
Nice. If you have dated our producer Leslie and would like your clothes back, please get in touch, studio@createandcraft.com. We'll see what we can do. OK, now let's move on. We've got more. Also new?
Also new, yes. This is called Uppingham Square, and it's actually hanging up behind.
Uppingham Square? That sounds a bit posh.
It is a bit posh.
Hey,
well,
look at
you
this.
see, Uppingham Square is Uppingham. I live near Uppingham.
Okay.
And Uppingham is a very quaint, very traditional country town.
Yeah.
You know, and it has a square and it has a market on a Friday, and it's all very. And
Sounds
actually,
lovely.
this is kind of that vibe that when I was making this. This is actually made with the Tilda Escapes fabric
And
in
we have
green.
got this on the show. We've actually got it at the bottom of your screen, and we will show that to you. Tilda Escapes is beautiful.
And it's a beautiful fabric, and then I've used a sort of tone on tone here. But for me, it's about this movement here. This I think it feels very serene, and it feels very calming. But it's really simple to make. You can do this with 2.5-inch wide strips. So if you are again using a fabric roll, and you could make this. It is designed to be quite scrappy. So you know, you can mix and match what you've got.
I love hearing you describe like your designs and patterns, because you pour so much for yourself, and you're so passionate about your designs, and this is beautiful. So if you can imagine yourself creating this masterpiece, details on your screen. Of course, there is a club saving on there as well if you're part of the club, and we are able to spread the cost. A few ways you can do that with us here at Create and Craft. 062055 your item number. All right, we've got some more fabrics. We mentioned the fabrics, the Tilda fabric.
Yes.
Now, was this
That's the one that I've used in the pattern behind, yes.
And was this designed by the creative director of Tilda? Was
Yes,
this
it
one?
was, yeah. Junifer Nanga, she designs all of these, and actually that quilt uses a whole fat quarter bundle like this. And you can see I've in the pattern that we've got on the wall, I've actually used it for the binding as well.
Nice.
So it does the binding, apart from about 10 inches.
Beautiful.
Which I use the white, some leftovers of the white, but it goes quite a long way.
And that's a good price for the quality that you get with Tilda. What's her name?
Tuna Fananga.
Tuna Fananga. That's her name.
I know. She lives on an island. She sounds like near Oslo, in the middle of like a fjord.
She sounds like she'd be in a Bond movie.
Well,
Tuna Fananga. OK, now, if you want to go for more, we've got more patterns and we've got more fabrics as well. It is worth getting ahead of us on our website. Let's talk about Jacob's Ladder.
Yes.
Good movie.
Well, actually, well done. Yes, I hadn't thought about that. No, Jacob's Ladder is a very traditional pattern, OK? And actually, again, when I do my patterns, there's always a bit of blurb at the beginning. And if there is a history about a block or a pattern, I write about it in here. So this is the Jacob's Ladder pattern.
Can I just open up and have a little look?
And if you have a look inside, you will see... In here, I talk about where the names come from, because it's also been called Underground Railroad, Road to California, Gone to Chicago, Stepping Stones, all of those other names that this pattern's been known by.
You are such a lover of history, especially when it comes to sort of quilts.
Yeah. Yes. I think it elevates, because I think we have this concept that, you know, if something is handmade, it's just sort of throwaway. But these aren't. These are patterns that have been handed down from generation to generation. Some of them are patterns that come out of my head. Other ones are traditional blocks. And this is a traditional block. And I think recording that is actually quite important and quite interesting. It interests me.
I mean, because you own a quilt. 1873?
About 1860.
1860?
Yes, 1860.
Well, you're a collector of
I
quilts.
am a collector of quilts. And I give a lot of talks on the history of quilting, and I use my quilts, my vintage and antique quilts to discuss where we are now,
so, you know,
in terms of quilting.
200 years, somebody could be discussing a quilt that one of our viewers have made.